Alrighty, hello. Hope everybody is doing well today and hope you're ready for what I think is going to be the last stream of our Vertesk campaign. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the last one. We were kind of waiting for our mission tree to reach the year 1600. We're 5 years off of that, and we're going to complete like a whole bunch of missions at one time. Maybe not necessarily one time, because I think we have to wait for some monarch points, but we don't have a lot left to do. I think we have to do a war against Laurent. I think we have a couple more wars up in the north, and then we will be done. So we will see how that goes. We will continue to expand into Eskin, continue to make trade money. It's going to be a good time. We're going to get better trade goods, and by better I mean different trade goods, and it's going to be great. Vertesk Redemption Arc. All right, Vertesk Redemption Arc. Hello, Bagel and Fallen Hearts. Hope you are both doing well today. Who is ready for Cube? We do have 55 years until the Cube, okay? We will, at the very least, play through to convert to the Cube. I did say we were going to go Cube in this campaign, so I want to make sure that I actually do that. But I'm not sure how much longer after that we will play. I guess it will just depend on what we get done and what goals we come up with. So let's go ahead and switch on over here and get ready to rock and roll. Hey, Blackod, how's it going? Hope you are doing well today. And Froyo, hello. Hello, Cortinaire. Praise. That's your first chat. You're coming here praising the Cube. I don't know. Little sus. Little sus. But hello. Hope you're doing well. 19k points. Be afraid point. Hey, I'll just change the cost. I could be afraid of nothing. I could just change the cost for free. Boom. Done. And it'll never happen. Also, exclamation point mods will take you to a collection which has all the mods that I'm using right now for this campaign in it. So I actually did that. I remembered. Very smart. You managed to integrate Goed. Did they stop being pissed about Goetin? Yeah, they got over it eventually, and then we paid down Liberty Desire with Prestige and stuff, so we were able to get them fully integrated. So now we are big Vertesk. Big Vertesk. There's some Googling. It looks like you cannot form Northern League because it's a result of special Goed disaster. Yep, we are going to stay as Vertesk. That is the way it is going to be. Now, we have a lot of money, and we need to build a couple of forts. So we need to make sure that all of our fort lines are looking good. I need to get one in Rye Castle as well. We will develop up to 20 to be able to fit that in. And we need one fort. I think here is where I wanted it. Yeah. Get you up to 30 development as well. And that way, all of our lands are kind of insulated from outside influences and evil peoples. This just looks like go out different letters, and just a worse map color too. Just a worse map color. All right, we could convert things. I don't think we should yet. After all these centers go away, then we can start to convert. Well, I guess if we're going cube, then there's really no point in converting it anyways right now. So maybe we just hold off in general. We can take Diplotech here. We're going to need to take Miltech, but we have lots of admin points that we need to spend on something. We can buy down some inflation right now. Looking at our mission tree here. Expand Vertesk. I need to get a higher level tech to upgrade some of these buildings to get that mission done. And then down here, we have to be the year 1600 or get a half-orc. We never got a half-orc. We tried, but we never got one. So then we just have to wait. Then a bunch of people in Eskin need to like us. So that is why we're kind of holding off on our conquest for right now, because we need people in Eskin to not hate us. You have 2 slave provinces and you have 1. And we got to make sure that these guys are big fans of us. Hey, Mr. How's it going? Is going to Northern League a fun playthrough? Yeah, I would agree with Blackod. Not really, because you kind of already won from the beginning. Like, you're going to have one maybe tough war with Laurent on normal, right? On normal. Could be more difficult on higher difficulties. But, like, you're already so strong. You just kind of roll everybody. And then you have to wait a long time to form the Northern League, which kind of sucks. So you're, like, waiting for that formable, but it takes a long time. We'll accept the kobolds. Why not? They're currently oppressed. We'll have to get them up there so we can love the little dragon boys. Verteskin to Goed or Adjon to reach would be better. Yeah, I would agree. We're gonna max out on admin points again. You better accept us. Well, I don't have to. Also, they're Mormon. They culture converted this. Or expelled. But either way, this is not kobold primary culture. I don't think we own any. Oh, we do own one kobold primary culture, and we have some gnomes right here who definitely he-hoo the kobolds. But don't worry, we oppress both gnomes and kobolds equally. So really, I think we're fine. I think that kind of evens things out, don't you? I think it evens things out. All right, so buildings. We have a lot of buildings that we can build now that we have annexed Gwed. So let's go ahead and get all of those built up and ready to go. Miltech, we are Miltech 15, so we do have soldier households that we could also be building. Let's go ahead and revoke some crown land here, and we can upgrade our cannons to chambered demi cannons. That is perfect. Rebellion Insight, we'll take that. Why not? And people want access. Expel the Mormons. No, we can't do that. Can't do that. They're an accepted culture because we're an empire. Where's Westmore's missionary? I don't know. I don't know. Mr. Newt is the most sensible man in this chat because of you, Mr. Newt, my dwarves will always accept kobolds for admirals. True, you can't really beat a kobold admiral, all right? You can get rid of kobolds in, you know, whatever campaign you want, but the admirals always come in clutch. Even if I don't necessarily want the admirals, they still find a way onto my boats, which is interesting. They always find a way onto my boats. I bring you back around. Laurent and I are still allied, still friendly. Powerful mage, yeah. Election, we have 80 Republican tradition. He is kind-hearted. We are re-electing. Maxes out admin points. We can change our wild card because we currently have it on annexation, which we don't need. We could go back to like goods produced. We can go for something else that costs admin power specifically. We could go for religious unity because our religious unity right now is kind of bad. It's 62%. Cheaper tech costs, I guess. Autonomy reduction, separatism gone, stability, core cost reduction, development cost reductions. You know what? Let's go for the development costs. Dwarves have boats? They do. They do. Dwarves have boats? Yeah, sure. Why not? Are you saying the dwarves are not allowed to have boats? No! I'm going to attack the Silent Repose. No! Oh, man. Well, it was a good run. It was a good run to see Silent Repose do well, but apparently that time has now come to an end. All right, here's our boats. We have some boats up here that we inherited from Gwed. We'll keep them around, but they're not going to be all that useful, I don't think. I want to get claims on Nimsgod because I do. Bjarnrik, you're still guaranteed by Grombar. What's your percentage-wise here? 92? Yeah. More mercenaries, favored by the gods. No, we don't need to worry about that. Now, Silent Repose, is there Silent Repose mission tree? Oh, yeah. It's the best mission tree in the game, actually. Yeah. Cast spells is over. I'm not sure what spell it is. You're doing your things. All right, that's fair. We need to take a couple of provinces here. We need to take these two states, I believe, right here. And we have left the Empire of Anbennar. That is something that we did at the very end because I was tired of being a duchy. And once I integrated Gwed, I needed the governing capacity. So we left. And now we are an empire. And at our governing capacity. Go figure. So that is something that we have going for us. Let's go ahead and throw down some soldier households here. Yeah, get those building, get more manpower. What's our max force number right now? 203. We should probably build up to that. I'm going to max out on admin points again. They're really going to make me develop with admin points, huh? I'm at 3 stability. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we have to develop with admin points. There is no other option. Just got to do that. Just got to get out of here. What is Homebrew? Homebrew is a submod that adds in a bunch of new idea groups, a lot of new idea groups, and it also rebalances some base stuff, like how much manpower you get from provinces. Buildings are a little bit more expensive. Overall, I think it just adds a lot more flavor in, and I knew that Vertesk wasn't necessarily going to be like a crazy, awesome, like super mission tree where we're like actively doing a lot, so I figured that we'd do some with a little bit more flavor. Hey, Sir Gopper, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. Again, exclamation point mods. It will take you to a Steam collection that I've made that has the Homebrew submod and all of the Monument submods that we have as well, because we have a bunch of custom great projects all across the world that you can get from submods too. Maybe a new run start today. Odds are, if we start a new run, it's going to be with the multiplayer mod that we're going to be using in the Lambert multiplayer. And we'll check it out, and we'll kind of go over how it works, because it changes a lot of things. But I'm liking it a lot. I'm finding it very fun. The only thing that makes it not great for single player is you don't get aggressive expansion for taking land, because it's a multiplayer mod. So you can just annex whoever you want, and as long as you have the admin points to core it all, then you can take it. But it does a lot of cool things that I like. Translation, you probably wanted to distract you from all the with the cool submod. No, what? That's crazy for you. That's crazy to even say that. That's crazy. All right, stop giving me admin points. No. Okay. Well, what if I simply do not? You know what? Yeah, take that. Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. More governing capacity, more admin efficiency, more development cost modifier reductions. We can build universities now. We can choose another idea group. There was a specific idea group that I was thinking about taking. I don't remember. I think it was influence, but we don't need it anymore. We can take a Diplo or a Mill idea group. Either one will work out well for us. No AE ground bars with it's quite something. It's quite something. Nationalism. I don't think we need nationalism. It doesn't really do much for us at the moment. Doesn't really do much. Propaganda is good for the province war score cost and the improved relations. Plus a diplomat, plus more yearly absolutism, plus aggressive expansion. Yeah, you know what? I've convinced myself. That's another diplomat. We have so many diplomats. We are just so gosh dang darn diplomatic. That's what it must mean. That's what it must mean. Yeah, Vern hates our guts because we left the Empire. Yeah. I don't care. They'll get over it. They won't, but I'm sure it'll be fun. Hoo-ha ideas. We don't need to hoo-ha anyone, though. All right, there is global trade, which means it is now 1600, and of course it's spawned in our capital, because why would it not? We're in the Dame's Head, and we have most of the trade under our control, so that is good. So we get 100 of each monarch point, 20 prestige, 25 government power, or government reform, whatever it's called. We could do a lot of things. So we can finally complete this mission that we've been sitting on for about 60 to 70 years, I think. About 60 to 70 years. What nobody expected the Green Tide to create was an entire new race, half-orcs. As they make worse slaves than orcs, they don't get sold by us as frequently as their green brethren, and a large part of half-orcs seen in Vertesk are actually free mercenaries. Currently, they have no goal but to earn some quick coin and move away from us, but our traders believe there is some use for them. Half-orcs would make a perfect orcish capturers, as they are stronger than humans and would have an easier time dealing with our future slaves. Additionally, due to not having much option, they would take practically any job there is, saving us some coin. Alright, we lose 100 admin power, we gain a moderate tolerance increase of half-orcs, we gain a half-orc minority size in our capital, and we gain 2 base manpower. Now, we need to have 3 countries to have 150 opinion of us in Eskin, so let's go ahead and make them a little bit more happy by influencing them and doing all those kind of things. Go ahead and influence them. Yep, and then we can influence you as well. It helps. Are there any lore on the languages in Canor? Ooh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one. I think the only people that would do something like that I can think of would be the Chroniclers Guild. I'm pretty sure that's the only people. The Chroniclers Guild is kind of where all like that. I'm assuming that you're talking about for your D&D campaign. Like I remember you talk about that. It'd be the Chroniclers Guild. I think they're set up somewhere down in here. I think there's a modifier. It's in one of these small. Yep, right here in Menabor. Halls of the Gallant. I believe this is. I believe it is. I don't know. It's somewhere down in here. I don't know if there's much lore on them though. But yes, cube time. Well, almost. Rebellion Society studies the God Fragment. The Rebellion Society has revealed that they have acquired a precursor artifact they call the God Fragment. The fish-shaped shard is said to be the origin of all magic in the prime material plane, and that the precursor elves stole and disseminated magic from a god which they had defeated and bound in this fragment. Whether it is true or not, whispers say that the fragment's high-pitched noises is actually a language that the Society have begun to decipher with the help of the fragment's original discoverer, the famous elven archaeologist, Toriath. Not much else comes from this revelation, though it seems the Rebellion Society, as a whole, has become enamored with this artifact, as it seems that it is now their best hope for unraveling the secrets of this world. Just want to know if I missed something clear. Oh, I don't think there's anything like super clear. I think it's just mostly like common from when Castanor was around. There's some language over it. Yeah, true, with the cube. It feels a little bit late in the game for that. For like asking about that. But yeah, they do technically do that. They do. Alright, we gotta keep building buildings. Build some universities up to get the age objective going. Merchant is bankrupt. We can pay it. Not a big deal. We'll re-elect. Down to 76 Republican tradition. Let me make sure I'm actually doing this. Send gift. There you go. Have some money. Congratulations. Uh-oh. Hold on. Pause. There we go. And that should get there. Oh, and I need money. Okay. Money is always good. I agree. Money is always good. Common folk are joining the rebellion. Institution spread. It's costly autonomy. Extend the monopoly. Get a bunch of money. And increase the numbers. As Eskin gets more settled and developed, so does our slave trade fare better. The demand for slaves in Aelintir and more keeps increasing, and sometimes we are in danger of not having enough orcs to supply. Numbers must be increased, contacts with more nations than Eskin established, and the trade must flow for the prosperity of Vertesk, Eskin, Aelintir, and especially our wallets. Alright, 3 base production and orcish minority size in High Harbor and Vertesk. Now, half-orcish connections. We need to build a spy network on Grombar and have money to complete this. So let's go ahead and get that started, because they're definitely not going to like us. We have come to... Oh, they're a great conqueror. We have come to blows once or twice, I think. And it seems that they are... Bladebreaker Pass. Are you actually going to move you into Eskin? Because that'd be kind of cursed. That'd be kind of cursed. Alright, green trade hegemony. Vertesk has base production of 20. And any known country has 2 colonies, and opinion of me is high. The slave trade reached unimaginable height in Vertesk. The slaves are coming in waves from Eskin, and many our citizens mockingly call it the second green tide. Our harbors are full daily with ships ready to sail for Aelintir as soon as they can't fit any more greenskins. Colonies in Aelintir are full of orcs, and a large part of them remember seeing Black Tower as they pass through the city chained together. But Aelintir is far away. Here in Canor, we can safely say that Vertesk has achieved a hegemony over the slave trade and that our coffers have never been fuller. That's true. We're also the bad guys. We are also very much the bad guys. And now we need Vertesk to not produce slaves. Or we need to produce slaves, and colonial countries need to like us. So let's go ahead and start improving with some colonial dudes. Andreliande, look at that, you're already friendly. So we will improve relations with you. Where's the... There we are. Andreliande, we have you. We'll just improve with all of Lorentz colonies. I feel like that's the easiest way to go about it. There we go. All right. So, admin power of 200. I can do that. Vertesk will no longer be a part of the Empire of Anbennar. Oh, wow. So this makes us leave the Empire anyway. So even if I didn't want to leave the Empire, we will. Okay, we're going to lose 3 stab from that, too. Common Canor, Bulwar, and Hellas probably has its own variant of Common. Maybe Raj has its own. Also, Lakefed looks isolated enough to develop its own language. Yeah, the thing is, you have to remember that Common comes, I believe, from Castanor, right? And Castanor comes from Kenorata. And the Lakefed are people from Castanor. So all of these languages will be different, but they are going to be connected. Like, you would definitely be able to understand some things. I guess the best way to put it is it would be like Spanish, Italian, and French. Yeah. How there's a lot of similarities between the 3. I don't know about French, but at least Spanish and Italian, there's a lot of similarities. Lakefed has a major difference? Maybe. I don't know exactly about Lake Fed. I'm pretty sure they come from over here. But I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong. Strange Italian and geese. All right, mission fulfilled. There is that one. We could instead take this idea. We will do that. I like improved relations. I kind of want to do this mission before we do anything else, just in case it messes anything up. So we will simply hold. We'll wait for the relations to be improved. You know what? You are just going to get influence. There we go. Boom. That makes you happy. And underground slave trade. The slave trade has brought prosperity to Vertesk, and we are not going to let go our hegemony over orcish slaves that easily. They may ban the slave trade and prevent us from parading the chain orcs around the city, but they cannot force us to stop the trade for good. By contacting the colonies in need of new workers and avoiding the Kenorian overlords directly, we should be able to establish an underground network of slave trade far away from the prying eyes of those lawmakers who are jealous of our wealth. Wait, are these like mutually exclusive? Am I about to lock in us being the bad guys? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, might as well click it. Don't think, just click button. Oh, good point, good point. Look at all that money. The old complete mission the old way without rewards. Oh, no, it is. It is absolutely an exclusive mission tree. Okay, well, do we want to do that? Heavy ship cost reduction here. Like, we can't complete this mission is what I'm worried about. Like, we can get more things out of this if we click that. Instead, if I click this. Because I don't own a province that's not in Canor. Evil, Vertesk, or weak. We are the bad guys. We are the bad guys. All right, Destiny of Vertesk. At the end of the Lilac Wars, Val Vertesk stood as a hollow shadow of itself. Our trade was crippled as Eskin cities stood deserted. Gwed seemed inevitable, the hegemony of the Allen. Dame's Crown held a monopoly on the Empire's trade. But even with the odds stacked against us, Vertesk prospered, finding opportunity in every tragedy and threat. Since those days, our people have been united by a common goal. We've sought to reclaim our old glory and to forge a realm worthy of the name we now take. We'll no longer live in the shadow of Anbennar, but stand tall and proud, the Vertesk Dominion reborn. All right, we lose 3 stab. 3 stability. 200 admin powers. We will no longer be a part of the Empire. We get rid of the mage organization Magisterium. We will get the future of the Dominion, and the country name will choose to the Vertesk Dominion. Oh. Man, if only we got a color change too, because this map color is terrible. You know what time it is? Time for late game colonization. No, I don't want to. No. All right. So, with the restoration of the Vertesk Dominion, a certain question arises. Should the ship of state be steered in a new direction? Following a great meeting of the most prominent people in Vertesk on the emergence of 3 camps. Our military, growing ever more prominent as the scope of our conquest has grown, claims that their rule would allow for more efficient conquest and defense. Our merchants wish to keep the status quo, claiming that only their wisdom maintains our dominance over the region's trade. The 3rd camp is backed by a woman named Dahlia, who claims to be the rightful heir of the Black Tower dynasty. Backed by a motley coalition of aristocrats, scholars, and commoners, these populists claim to take the title. We must restore our legitimate sovereign, a powerful mage with the blood of Venak himself. However, the legitimacy of the claim is uncertain. Regardless of the path we choose, we're going to ruffle some feathers. All right, so the military is right. Our nation shall live by the sword. We become a military dictatorship. We get plus 10% morale of armies. We get some monthly autonomy change. We gain mill power, and a general becomes ruler when the current ruler dies. The merchants. So we keep the plutocracy. We kind of stay the way we are. We gain we have the merchant. We gain 1 stability. Or the Black Tower stands tall. Long live the queen. We become a monarchy. We lose 2 stability. We get 54 revolutionary regiments that rise up in Vertesk. Dahlia is a 624 powerful mage, cruel and well connected. But then we won't be a republic anymore. What do we think? What do we think? We'll do a poll. We'll do a little poll here. All right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158 159 1 Government reform. So we have the military dictatorship. I think I spelled dictatorship wrong. I'm not going to change it, though. Republic or monarchy. All right, you have like a minute to vote. Vote, people, vote. Military republic is rad if you can have good generals. That's true. That's true. We do not have great generals. We have okay generals, but our army tradition's kind of trash. So keep that in mind. It's called stratocracy. What's called stratocracy? There ain't nothing called stratocracy anywhere. You crazy. You crazy. We're a plutocracy. Like, why build the evil black tower and back down at the last moment? That's a fair statement, I would say. It's a fair statement. Okay. Well, I don't want to call the vote too early here. I don't want to call the vote too early. But there is 96% to the monarchy. So maybe, you know what, for the couple people that voted for the other things, I respect your opinion, but the people have emphatically chosen a different path. A very different path. All right, 94% say monarchy, so we will go for the Black Tower stands tall. Long live the Queen. Let's make sure that we have some dudes over here to deal with these revolutionaries. Now down to -2 stability. Oof a doofa. And we have new government reforms that we need to go through. All right, well, let's do that. New government reform. So, tier 3, we have centralized. Oh boy, we're going to have to go through all these, huh? Yeah. Oh boy. Royal favoritism. Oh man, I didn't want to go through all these now. Okay, well, let's go for a democracy electing a king. Yeah, true. Channel points talk. Yeah. We'll go for possible advisors. We will go for expanded temple rights. We will go for meritocratic recruitment. We would go for, what if I did States General right now? How mad would you be? We'll go for General Estates. It's very good. We will go for mercantilistic approach. Because I was promoting mercantilism. We don't need that one now, though. Empowering the burghers for more trade efficiency would be nice. I like economic theory. Lock that in. We can go for tier 8 now. Leviathan, treaties, balance of power. You know what? I think we're just going to go for the social contract. Heretic and heathen provinces do not give any penalties. Help our religious unity problems. Reform into a republic. Pull the old switcheroo. Never let them know your next move. That would be funny. That would be funny. All right, tier 9, governing capacity. I'm pretty sure we need that. Not necessarily. It might be the best move, though, still. Core creation cost, kingdom for the peoples, divine right. Yeah, no, we'll go for governing capacity. And then we will go separation of power, political absolutism, legislative houses, or right to petition. No stability loss on monarch death, +1 monarch diplo skill. I like that. But admin efficiency, also very nice. We'll go monarch diplo skill. There we go. And we turn the rest of this into governing capacity because we were a republic, so we had more than we needed as a monarchy. Should we go Lich King for max evil? Let me take a look at our... I'll take a look at our magic after the month tick. I guess we need to do something with our mill points. Develop. Just put them somewhere. Get them out of here. We need to stab up. But we need to choose... Oh, we have to choose a person here. Let's go for... Do we need more improved relations? No, we don't. I guess we just go for the Dame. I like the Dame. Production efficiency, cheaper ideas. Sure. Sure. Then stab up to 0. Awesome. All right. Did I forget anything? I don't think so. Yeah, Weston wants a royal marriage now. Do you think your Witch Queen is going to die? Oh, she is absolutely going to die. There is no way she makes it very long. Come on. Come on. Don't kid ourselves here. She's a goner already. She's essentially got 1 foot in the grave. Guilds or state for the mages? I think we should go for the state. Under our control. Ooh. Okay. Now you need a bunch of monarch points. I can do that. Otolank is accepted. Oh, we have to go trade ideas. Shoot. I forgot. I knew there was an idea group that we needed to take. We needed to take trade ideas. That's okay. We'll take him at Tech 18. Take him at Tech 18. He forgar. I did forgar. Let's go ahead and do that. And we can open the ruler magic menu. She is only proficient in necromancy. But I know what y'all want. All right, we'll start studying the necromancy. Okay, we'll try and get there. She's a human, though, so don't expect much. But we'll do our best. All right, money time. Money time. Go ahead and build all the soldier households. Get me more maximum manpower. Minus 600 Diplo again. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. Good to see you here. Dogs in the military always plays in my head when I pick state mages and artificery. Yeah. Have you noticed that the greenskins really go off in the MP mod? At least the Dawi. I've noticed that it definitely is different. Who does well. And I think a lot of it is because the tech gets equalized. I've definitely seen that they have done well. Traveling Minstrel. I would love a stability. Thank you very much. Is there a Kobold player? I think there is. I'm pretty sure there's a Kobold player. I can look. Hold on. Yes, there is. Red scale. But in the mod, they're in a much better position because they start off Tech 3. So they don't start behind on Tech. No, I know, Mr. New. You're not the biggest fan of the old red scales, but that is the best choice to do in the multiplayer game, for sure. What's fielding a full front line of mages and elite troops by 1500? I still have to get a hold on how those work. I still got to kind of maneuver around with those a bit to get comfortable with them, but I do know they're very strong. All right. We have a spy network of 80 in Groundbar. So, our employment of half-orcs as adventurers and guards for orcish slaves has proven mutually beneficial. Many half-orcs choose to settle in Vertesk and became somewhat influential among our adventurer guilds. As we could always make use of more half-orcs, the decision was made to seek out half-orcs who have settled elsewhere to give them employment opportunities and places to live in Vertesk. While some in our country are opposed to giving half-orcs too much influence, the government isn't worried. After all, what could they possibly do? Coup us? I'm sure that wouldn't happen. That'd be crazy. I need someone in the West Dwarvar that is Dwarven to like me. So let's go ahead and start improving with Vorkal Kozanat here. Yep, we can definitely get you up to the point where you like me. And make sure we are just improving with everyone else around us with all of our diplomats. And we are going to save our monarch points for 300 of each, so that way we can do a mission. Also, Grombar did in fact enter into Eskin. Cursed. Is there a Harpy player in the MP? I don't think so. No. No Harpies. Only one army, but yeah, it's nice. Oh, do tell. Tell about what? Do tell about what? I don't know. Did I say anything? Did I say something that I need to tell about? I don't remember. You could be talking to someone else. Wait, I'm going to pick the government form that helps after a monarch dies. I'll spell you. I'm never going to die. Look, all right? It's about the flex, all right? It's about sending a message. It's not about being efficient. What do you feed about in the special unit types? Oh. I just have to use them more. Like, to build them. How do I get more of them? Like, is it based on the development of, like, my goblin provinces to get more of the mage peoples? Like, I don't know how that works. I don't know how that, like, transfers over. All right, begin the consolidation. A new era dawns for all the Allen. While the Dominion has been renewed, we mustn't spend too long basking in our glory. We must ensure that none doubt our supremacy and legitimacy as the lords of the Allen. We shall unite the people of the Hellenic frontier and reach, clasp them as tightly as we hold the Dame's crown. While some folk fret over the harsh tactics used in our conquests and the suppression of our people, we shall sweep aside any who stand in our way, whether inside our borders or beyond them. Our administration is abuzz with talk of the need for expansion to secure our place in the world, even as our Hellenic brethren squeal and thrash at the notion of subjugation, claiming us to be no better than the elvenized, effete folk of the Dame's Head. Our dominion grows inevitable. We will begin the consolidation of the Allen, create an empire to rival Anbennar itself. Lose 300 of each monarch point. We get the consolidation period till the end of the game. I mean, plus 3 national unrest, minus 20% province war score, minus 25% diplo annexation cost, minus 5% admin efficiency, and a permanent claim on the Hellenic frontier region. Well, we already took it. We already took the region. We don't own all the reach yet, but we own a pretty big chunk of it. Elite units are percent of your total force limit. Bound mages, as far as I can tell, it's based on total dev and mage towers. Each mage tower gives +1. Ooh, okay, good to know. Marhold and Corvoria taking over the Deepwood Curse. Yeah, and Marhold had a better hold over all this, too. They just got released through stuff. All right, secure the West. We own the Westmoors. Again, as I said in the beginning, we're going to have a lot of missions that we need to read off today, because we were kind of just waiting for 1600 to roll around. And now that it has, a lot of what we've done can actually be clicked. The Mormon are a wild and untamed folk, a scattered and rowdy menace upon their desolate land. While most would overlook their domain as our ancestors in the Dominion did, our investments in the flood marshes have proven how much value detestable swamps such as theirs can hold. In taking these, we can proudly say we've surpassed Black Castanor's old vassal. We're ready to stretch beyond those ancient borders, subjugate our most uncivilized, wildest brethren. Gain 200 mill points, and we get a permanent claim on the Maw River area and the Serpent's Head area. All right, Lords of Garudia. Bjarnrik has... We have a spy network on Bjarnrik, and they are embargoed by us. Okay. I can do that. Powerful Mage Air. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw down... What? Oh, we're improving with them. No. Don't improve with them. There's no reason to do that. All right. Reinforce Gwed. We own all Gwedi provinces, and the culture is accepted. While the conquest of Gwetton was a powerful symbol, the Gwedi still fancy themselves as something other than the people of Vertesk. It's time to put an end to that. Through the conquest of Gwed's heart, we shall see to it that no truly Hellenic nation could hope to stand as our rival, or event, or even to claim an identity separate from our own. 200 admin points. Get a claim on the Donetsk and Northern Great Woods area. I need to develop Sel Maldor. Needs to have a grand shipyard and a dry dock and a manufactory, and then it will become our culture. We get rid of the elves, apparently. How far off a completed tree is the Eternal Vertesk mission? I'm not sure how far off. We got to get to artificers. We got to have artificers around to do that. We have to have 40 heavy ships as well. I mean, that part's not hard, but counting houses. We just have to tech up a lot of it to get better buildings. That's what it mostly is at this point. All right, we have another one. Secure the East. We own, let's see, Old Hellenic Culture. Allenvord, Balvord, Jonesway. Okay. Even if they were long held by Gwed, the hardy people of the lands of the Great Woods are nothing to be scoffed at. Much as the Vanak rebuked Munis, the old Hellenic folk had no need of a great leader, for some common woodsman was the bane of Eonrin of Arboran. Tales of werewolves and great beasts have always spilled from the lips of our rivermen. Nearly as thick and mystical as the deep woods, we find ourselves laughing when the Gwedi cry in fear for the Red Glades, a little thicket that could hardly stand up to those in the lands of our own people. Regardless of these tales, the one certain truth of the region is the scourge of banditry that hampers our trade. If we truly want to have a link to Eskin, and to style ourselves as lords of the Allen, we must hold the East in our grasp. Gain 200 diplo power. Right. And now I need to complete trade ideas to do this. And then I need to have a trade depot and a stock exchange and a courthouse up in Bavik. And it'll become our culture, and it will be better. Cool. So we could take Miltech early. Sure. We'll do that. And we will take another propaganda ideas. Awesome. +1 near the absolutism. Not that I think we're really going to have any. All right. Just come back. Have I been spacing last stream, or did we suddenly get big? We annexed Goed, so we got big from that. Looks like a battle mage equal to about 2% of total death. Ooh, okay. Agree to grant the dev clicks to give 0.02 possible. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. What does outside Canor require? That requires us to have a province outside Canor with 15 base production. We're not going to get that done. I'm not going to colonize. Not at this point. It's really not worth it. All right, so we need to go to war with Arboran. We need to go to war with Arnmas. We need to go to war with Grombar, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe we don't. Do we not? No. We actually own all the land that we need. Like, that's it. Like, we've got it all. Everything that I need. Except for this. Did Gwed not get a colonial nation? No. No. Gwed doesn't usually colonize. They usually don't have the economy to colonize. Can you buy a charter company? You can only buy charter companies in regions that you can get a colonial or a trading company. I don't know. Maybe we might be able to get one from Eka. Eka would be our best bet, probably. Everthill's not going to want to give us one. So we can try. We can start to improve relations with these guys to hope that maybe they want to sell it to us. We'll see. But I would not get my hopes up for it. Also, what time does MP start tomorrow? I've forgotten. It is not tomorrow, but the day afterwards. United States West Coast, February 1st. So we got no multiplayer tomorrow, but the day after. And it starts at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yes, the day after tomorrow. Also, we're out of stability again. Yeah, just go back up to 3 stab. It's fine. All right, do I have a truce with you? No. So that will call in Vern, and Vern is allied to Istalor, Everthill, Magisterium. Okay. Well, I don't really care about Everthill. I would like to make sure that Istalor doesn't join against me. Oh, Istalor is in a war, so I can't ask them to not join. So I have to wait. Actually, do I even care about Istalor at this point? Not really. Not really. Like, get you up to 28 and like build you up to 41, and then we're probably good to just go for it on our own. Like, we don't really need many of our allies at this point. Like, we're pretty strong. Can you kick Laurent for me, please? But we don't have to fight Laurent. We're buds. We're homies. We're homies. I think that's 9 a.m. for me. You live in like Hawaii or something? That's 2 hours behind me, right? Like 2 or 3, I think. Something like that. I think. I don't know. I don't know Hawaii time. I don't live in Hawaii. All right. Let's get some generals equipped to all of our stackies here. There we go. Hey, it's Smelly Shoe. How's it going? And let's get this war started. We'll call in Westham simply because we can. Okay, you go there, and you're going to go here. Where my East Coast gamers at? Ah, East Coast, gross. Imagine being an East Coaster. Whack, whack, whack. That's me thinking about being on the East Coast, hitting myself. Whack. If they're about using the Twitch schedule, that would not be a bad idea. That would not be a bad idea at all. Did I time wrong? I think you timed wrong for you. I think you timed wrong. Unless you live in Hawaii or in the ocean, you definitely timed wrong. You live on the coast with delusions of grandeur? Yeah. And? What you saying? What you saying? You think the East Coast is better? What about it? Nothing. American time laughs in better Central European time. Gross. Central European time. Imagine. Let's go make sure all this gets sieged down. Again, I'm not looking for much from this war. Just a full annexation. Hey, can you, like, go away? I don't know about this one, Chief. Actually, you know what? I do. L, 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 L. You had the better general, you had more ships, and yet you still could not take the dub. Embarrassing. Ohio is the best? Okay, well, let's calm down there. There's no reason to get crazy up in here. I've been to Ohio. It's there. Let me tell you what. Ohio is there. But I definitely would not go as far to say that Ohio is the best. Definitely would not say that. All right, let's go down here. Rhode Island is the best? True. True. Not too big. Just kind of minds its own business. Doesn't really do anything crazy. Why are you landing troops up here? What is going on? Okay, well, we're going to have to go defend that. Unless Weston wants to defend everything? No, they don't. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Make sure you're down here sieging out Istralor. Sorry, Istralor. Nothing personal. I just gotta keep expanding, you know. They did unfortunately get the siege of Rye Castle. That is sad. We can afford to stop them. Weston's attacking here, so I can't actually barrage. Also the big sad. We lose another stability. Okay, it's fine. We have rebels down, or not rebels, enemies down here we have to deal with. This war's gonna take a while, isn't it? I really thought that we just kind of like show up, take them out, but no, it's gonna take a while. All right, well, let's get our troops down here. Update the syllabus. I'm not interested in that. Lost the siege of Westmere. It's right here. More of a Florida man myself. Oof, I'm sorry to hear that. It's like intellect is visible to the man who has none. What? North Dakota is literally empty. That's true. That's true. There ain't nothing in North Dakota. No, that's not true. That's not true. There's lots of oil in North Dakota. Which is why it is, you know, cared about. All right, let's go ahead and get you out of this war. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Get you moving on to the Magisterium. Goetti Separatists. There's probably going to be quite a few of those. Only 19,000? Okay, weird. Well, I would have figured there'd be more. Never been to the States, but as European, I'm all in for memeing your country. That's fair. That's fair. I would do the same thing. I do the same thing. I meme on my country all the time. What's the point of living somewhere if you can't meme on it? Boring. Terrible. Two of a kind. We will just take the Diplo power. We will barrage. Like at this point, we're just trying to get through here. And we want to break all of Vern's alliances in this war. That is the goal. That way when I immediately declare for Arnmoss, we only have to... Oh, the allied Grombar. That's going to complicate things. No, we're okay. If I take this from Vern, then I can declare on Gabmorian, who's allied to Arnmoss, and I can just take the provinces off Arnmoss. Yeah, that's the play. I'd rather not fight Grombar for those three provinces. If I don't have to. If I don't have to, I'd rather not. Magisterium, any chance that you want out of this? No. No, they say not a single shot. All right, well, we're going to split up then, these two stacks, and we're going to start getting two sieges going on at once here. How much manpower am I losing from attrition? Only 1,000. Westham gets pieced out. All right, that's fine. We just need to really get down Rubyhold's fort here. Breaks institution. Give us another merchant. So where do we want to throw this merchant down? Here, because apparently we don't have one. Weird. Weird. Meanwhile, in Europe, we meme on France. But if an American insults France, our combined rage. Why would you defend France, though? Like, of all the places to defend, like, why? Why? All right, get rid of all that. To the colors, vampire recovery speed. That's nice. Lost the siege of Westmere again. Lost North Viswall. Oh, I think that was level 2 for it. Yeah. Lost East Salt March. Hey, are we ever going to get through these forts? Because they're getting through mine pretty easily. I'm just saying. Ooh. That's not good. Magdalene is showing up and barraging my frickin' forts. Whack. Okay, you two need to back up. We've got things to take care of. Varane, get out of my war. Thank you. Give me money. Give me war reps. Break your alliance with no one. I don't care. Okay, there we go. And Rubyhold, you can now be pieced out as well. Give me money. Give me war reps. Break your alliance. I don't care. Thank you. All right, let's go and get this back. Oh, okay, we're black flagged. This gives us an interesting opportunity. Laurent is fighting my my rebels. Thank you, Laurent. Appreciate that. If you weren't at war, I would call you into this war. Well, I would have, but unfortunately, you are always, it seems, in a war. So I cannot call you in. But thank you for fighting my rebels. I appreciate that. We've lost another siege. Man, we are just losing sieges all over the place. Where's the siege that I lost? Oh, we lost this. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. Take care of that. This shouldn't have many defenders. Ah, we can assault that. All right, cool. Diplomatic approach, diplo points. All right. Well, let's go to actually fighting these guys and trying to get them out of here. Eberthil is on medium war enthusiasm. I'm pretty sure I don't want to go blockade them, though. Nope. Nope. I'm not going to fight the Navy like that. No way. No, sir. That's how you lose your Navy. It's going to fight Eberthil. I'm good there. All right, we got a surprise. I think I'm the one that got surprised. It's Woods. What's our military guy? It's fort defense. Well, she wasn't doing it. Sure. We'll get a half-orc Great Dukin. Wait. How do I have a Great Dukin? I must have gotten it through an event, because I don't have any Great Dukin provinces. But I'll take it. Maybe I should actually reinforce this fight. I don't know. Might be a good idea. Oof, we took big losses there. Huge losses. Everything actually kind of kicked our ass. Why? Why? You're defensive, I guess, and you have fire ideas. That would definitely help. That would definitely help, actually. I don't know if it's quite enough to do what they did, but Westwich also rolled bad. And we attacked into woods. There are a lot of reasons. All right, Vern is coming up here. Does that get Eberthil out now? That big fight? No. Okay, Magisterium, you will peace out. So go ahead and break your alliance with Vern. Give me some money. Thank you very much. Go away. Awesome. So that's one of the bigger people out of the war. Eberthil is not too far behind. Let's go deal with these rebels and then deal with these troops. What do you think you're doing? No. Get out of here. Get your stinking navy out of here. The only navy I'm afraid of is freaking Eberthil's, and they're not here right now, so we're fine. We're fine. Okay, you guys gotta get over here real quick because they're about to take this back. Is defensive much stronger with Homebrew? I am not sure. We can look at it though. So, defensive gives... Sorry. 0.35 yearly army tradition, plus 7.5% morale of armies, plus 1 land leader fire, minus 5% fire damage received, plus 10% fort defense, minus 3.5% shock damage received, plus 25% reinforced speed, minus 5% land maintenance modifier, and plus 1 attrition for enemies, and 0.5 max hostile attrition. So I would say it's better at what it needs to do, yeah. I think maybe a little bit more fort defense would be good. Like maybe like 15%. 10 feels just kind of bad. The fact that like fire ideas gives you more fort defense than defensive ideas feels a little weird to me, but the problem with defensive and Homebrew is that the offensive ideas far outshine it. I mean, offensive ideas almost always outshine it because you don't win wars by sitting there defensively. I know dwarf players be like, what you talking about? You win wars by going and taking people out, so it's better to simply siege down faster, right? Because if you can get to 3-day siege ticks, then it doesn't matter if you have, you know, a million defensiveness, because the AI is still going to see through it pretty fast because they're going to have all the cannons they need. So if you just siege faster, you win faster, you win. Unless you are kobolds. Well, true, but that's definitely a unique thing for kobolds. Necromancy, go ahead and study magic. Spend more effort. Westmore Separatists. You know what? Turn around and go deal with those. The Shack's on low. Eberthil is on high war enthusiasm, though. We'll see how they feel after these engagements. Man, our generals are just really not doing good, but we don't really have a lot of army tradition. I'm just afraid that we're not going to be able to win this. Eberthil's a great conqueror. They don't currently have a general on this stack, though, so... Great Conqueror or not, no general is still no general. And that means death for those troops. Eberthil? No, Eberthil's still all in on this, apparently. They were starting to go away, but not anymore. Depends how much better for elves than for humies, no. No, not really. Not really. I mean, offensive gives you more land leader shock, it gives you more land leader maneuver, gives you more manpower recovery speed, it gives you more siege ability, gives you more land force limit and supply limit, gives you more discipline, less land attrition. Like, offensive is just, it's still just better than defensive at making sure you don't lose a lot of troops. Okay, there's a stack wipe. We'll go deal with these troops now. Is that Marhold? It's Magdalare. Okay. Surprised we didn't stack wipe them. Move back down here. I do want to take care of this stack, but I want to make sure that we have everyone together first. Is that enough to get? All right, so some people are ready now to leave. So, Aelnor, you're out of here. Let's just distract and Luciande. They don't actually want to leave, or they can't leave. I think the only defensive idea that is worth it is Fortress, because it stops magic crap from its taking forts. Yeah. Still think quantity is biz for elves? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What's the most challenging run you've done in Anbennar? The most challenging run? Like, that I did successfully? Mentally, the world conquests. If you're talking about, like, actual challenges, probably the kobolds. I got very, very, very lucky in my YouTube kobold campaign. Very lucky. Cannot understand how lucky I got. Made that campaign much easier than it should have been. All Clan. I never played All Clan. That's crazy to ever bring up All Clan. I've never even heard of that nation. I don't even know what that nation is. That's crazy. That's crazy that you would even bring that up. Probably ones he lost. No. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Aelnar throw? No, I didn't throw Aelnar. I just stopped playing because I was not having fun with it. That one was just yeah, no. This is hell. This is hell. Oh, Iboria. Get your boats out of here. Hey, we captured Desha's flagship. Nice. Free boat. We love free boats. Free boats are the best. All right, let's get Blue Heart out of here. And let's start making our way down towards Magdalare. Or Madalaire. No, it's Magdalare. I'm right. I'm right. No need to doubt myself. That should get them out. Both of them. Blue Heart. I don't really care if you're allied to Vern. Just leave. So I can move on to the next siege, which is Vern. Same thing with Magdalare. Just get out. So I can move on to the next siege, which is Vern's capital. There we go. Only magic for Star Elves win. True. True. Only magic for everyone win. I will convert to left-hand path for every run if that's what it takes. One thing always consider Poe and it throws. Okay. Sure. Maybe. Maybe. All right. The Ascani Wars Consolidation have kicked off. Not all too worried about that. Properties of porcelain. You producing porcelain now? No. Okay. You just think that, you know, porcelain is very cool, I guess. Right, Vern's capital is taken. So, Vern, you need to break your alliance with Eberthil, with Istralor, with Ciliande. And then we need to take that province. Which means I need to build a spy network up on you to get a claim. So let's do that. Let's do that. Make my life a little easier. I turn test game. I managed to get the Humongous Heirs at 655. Ruled for about 25 years. Crushed 2 pretender rebellions before a bunch of adventurers stormed into his throne room and murdered him. It was 55% chance of killing him. It was rather annoying. That is what worries me the most about the MP is Dak dying before I can make him a lich. Because if that happens, like, I just kind of have to switch nations, unfortunately. Because it's an L. Like, that's just an L. I can't do anything about that. Which would suck. Which would suck a lot. Like, if I lose Dak because, like, a player coalition is able to come in and kill him, like, that's one thing, right? Like, oh, man, L. But that's not going to happen in the very early game. At least I hope not. No one should be able to really fight me for a while because I just won't have a border with anyone. I kind of get to choose when I have a border with the outside world, and I choose to not have one because that's the smart thing to do. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, you all need to come back together. We're maxed out on admin points. Go 3 stab. Hey, Big Dickens, how's it going? I think you can have him die by event. Well, he does get an increased time to live, but it is possible that he still dies. It is possible. I did, in fact, test it out, and he will die before it says he will. He will. He'll die in like the 80s, I think, if you don't make him a lich before then. So that's kind of the most important thing in the Chain Grasper run, obviously, is to rush for that. Everthil, are you ready to leave yet? Like, I'm so sick and tired of you being in this war, making my life more complicated than it needs to be. Oh, what is this? Never mind. He still doesn't have Sword Cell. L Eberthil still doesn't have the really powerful heavy ship combat ability. Sucks to be you. Rebellion Charity Preacher. We will help the rebellions. Before 80, it should be easy to make a lich before that. Yeah, you say that. You say that, but my luck for getting those magic studying events, not good. Not good. I'd be like, hey, I want you to study magic. And they're like, nah, I don't want to. Not feeling like it today, really. I don't think I should ever study magic. Have you checked if it spawns a new ruler set up for Lich or Dak Knights? Oh, I haven't. I'll have to test that after stream. I'll just have to go in and kill him and see what happens. Are you really going to attack me here? Well, I felt dumb. Huh. All right. We either need to get Eberthil out separately, or we need to get the spy network required to make the claim and instantly declare war in order to not let Vern regain allies. Okay, you're going to walk over here. You're going to walk over here. There it is. All right. Peace out. So, Vern, separate piece. You go ahead. You break your alliance with Celiande. Break it with Eberthil. Break it with Istralor. You will give me this province. You will give me some money. I will peace you out. I will claim this. I will declare the war on you, which will call in Vern. All of these people will be brought in. That's fine. We will then go over here to Arboran. We will peace out Arboran for their 3 provinces. We'll take money. Boom. Okay. There we go. So now we are once again at war with Vern, but we don't have to fight all of Vern's super strong allies. So we're in a much better position. A much, much, much better position. We will buy down war exhaustion, and we will deal with rebels as they pop up. I'm not too concerned about it. Probably don't worry if Dak dies. Unplug the modem and blame your historically bad internet. Can I get a save change? You know, like my leader died. Doesn't Dak start legendary necromancy? No, he does not. He starts off talented. No, not talented. Renowned. You have to learn. You have to get up to legendary first. That's one of your first missions, actually. And then you can do your things. Yep. Which also changes a lot. If you started legendary, that'd be nice, but also kind of broken. Oh, Laurent was coming over to help me. Look at that. AI coming out of nowhere to help me fight my... Uh-oh. I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared for a big fight. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, never mind. It was all part of the plan. Yes! And Vern gets attacked by a coalition. So much for being a strong emperor. L. Stupid Vern. Stupid thinking make claims on all of my land because I left the empire. Yeah, I don't think so. There's only one real empire around here, and that's moi. All right. Well, we need to make a template, so that way I can split these guys up real quick. Get you to probably like 40-30 right now. We'll do the trick. Send you to there. We'll send you... Wow, no siege pips. We are siege pipless. No pips for Poe. Illegal. At least my starting leader is scripted to start with legendary transmutation, homunculi galore. Yeah, I have to study my way up to that. But as long as he becomes a lich, I'll have plenty of time. Dak also starts off with renowned enchantment and renowned illusion, I think. And I have to try out one of the spells in that mod because it says you can create an illusory army. And you can create a fake army. And I don't know how that is supposed to work. Like, can that fake army legitimately siege things down? Can other players see that army? Like, is that something that they can do? Like, I don't know. As Chain Graspers and MP, would you consider allying dwarves? That depends on which path I decide to go. I haven't fully decided. Because I can either go for a path of goblin tolerance or a path of goblin not tolerance. And I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet. I'm not sure. I got to think about the role play of it, too. Can you research faster with divination? At the cost of monarch points, yes. Good deal with those. Unless Laurent's going to walk up there again to deal with them. But I don't see Laurent's troops moving up there. So. Oh, Laurent is at war with Vern. Why? Oh, because they're allied to Wex. And Wex called Laurent in. Well, that's a big L for Vern. They are definitely dead. They are no coming back from that one. Nuh-uh, no way. They're done. You are a goblin? That's true. We are. I will be a goblin. Yes. I'll be relying on you to neuter Abdel Kanzad, or then Abdel Kanzad will not be a problem. Don't worry. They are nothing. They will be dead within like max 10 years. Something like that. Like, not in a single test game have I even gotten close to losing to Abdel Kanzad. By the time I usually get to them, they have like 11,000 troops. They're Tech 5. And I'll, by that point, have like 20,000 troops at Tech 5. And it'll be over for him. When does Age of Unraveling usually start for you? I mean, it's kind of random. A lot of it depends on how well the colonizers do. And how much they explore and stuff. And MP, it's probably pretty fast. Yeah. Why wouldn't you tolerate goblins if you are a goblin? No. As in, like, I'm going to be goblins that are tolerant of, like, dwarves. That's what I'm saying. There are definitely downsides to having dwarves. Like, in the mod, dwarves don't fight well if you're monstrous. Or I think if you're even goblin. Like, goblin admin. They just fight worse for you. And they fight better against you. So that'll be something. That'll be something. And then the centaurs like to migrate into the caves now because there's more openings. So you'll be like, huh, why is Abdel Kanzad at war with a centaur? That doesn't make any sense. So that's another person that you have to contest with. Also, Brian, I don't know if you've noticed, you can't build forts on caves. I don't know if that's intentional or not. If it's intentional, then that's fine. But the fact that you can't makes it much more difficult to defend the Serpent Spine. Much more difficult. Right, you need to go in there. You need to walk up here. We'll win that. Perfect. Armas send a peace offer. Seed Meyer watch? No. I want my claims, Armas. If you're willing to give me my claims, then we're good. But I'm not fighting this war again. Like, it's now or never. It's now or never. No in between. Can I pick out Vern yet? No. Over here, I maxed out on admin points again. There we go. Just develop it all up. Doesn't really matter. Centaur should roll -5 terrain penalty on mountains. I think they should roll that all the time. Let the centaurs suffer. Where's my other stack? There you are. Let's go and try and get people out of this war. Oh, you're the main target, right? Yeah, you are the main target. Armas. Yeah, Armas should be able to give me all this. Yeah. I was like, it's weird how they're not willing to give me when they're full occupied. Well, that's because I was doing it wrong. There we go. That's all the provinces we needed, right? Yeah, these has to be cored up. Perfect. All right, stop the count. Stop the war. Get back. Retreat. A coalition? There's no way. There is no way you are all that confident. Laurent, how much money do you have? 2,000? Here. You will defend me. You are not going to abandon me. No way. No way you are abandoning me for this coalition war that I do not want to fight. No shot. There is no way you all feel that confident. Son of a biscuit, bro. I don't want to do that. How many more troops can I build? Like 40. Uh-oh. One piece out? Oh. Wait, is Grombar in this? Is that why? No. Apparently, they just feel pretty confident. All right. Relying on Laurent for protection weak? It's not relying on Laurent for protection. I could win the coalition war. It's just a matter of why. Why do? Did we not have enough coalition wars in the Camorra campaign? Okay? Have a little bit of mercy, please. Let me just have a moment to breathe. All right, there we go. Now they're going to be on low. I don't actually want your land. Have a nice day. All right, now we can core everything up. Ta-da! Nope, they're still joining. Well, I don't like that. Any other peoples want to be friends with me? Everthil does. Roko Kozanad does. Did Roko Kozanad take land off of Groundbar? Nope, you're losing. Everthil, hello. Sure. We will be friends. Honestly, wouldn't mind allying Katarata, but I know that will never happen. It is intentional? Okay, good to know. We can change the load of missions that require forts in cavern terrain provinces, like the coin vault no longer requires forts in the caverns. Submod soon? What do you mean, Big Dickens? What do you mean submod soon? If you're looking for a link to the submods that I'm using, ! mods, if that's what you're looking for. I mentioned about fortifying the way from Rahim, the caverns near your hold, and Deb moved the province that needed to a fort nearby to a nearby road. Yeah, and it gives you like a level 1 fort in that cave province. But to me, the fighting the spine would be like fighting World War I. Yeah. I mean, your own submod that changes you personally. Oh, I don't know how to do any of that. That is well beyond my level of knowledge. Well beyond it. Well beyond it. Right, there we go. Go over there. Deal with that. Do that. Do that. No, I'm not giving you back unlawful territory. I don't know who you think you are, but that's not something you're allowed to demand from me. Lawrence just chilling out in my capital. Fair enough. Fair enough. Sign the Phil enters a coalition. Please don't, game. Let me live in peace. Please. The fact that they're still joining is not a great sign for me. You're just at war with Larenkar. Laurent is sitting on my capital, which means I can't sit on my capital because then I take attrition. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you for stopping me from using my own capital. I don't care if Arboran has autonomy. That's fine. My E4 test, tried to do an idea group, was a bit messy. A bunch of E4 spaghetti code. Yeah, I couldn't even do like organized code. I don't know one single thing about coding. Not one. Except that they used rubber duckies. That's all that I know. That's it. That is the extent of it. All students have to go digging in a completely different area of code to enact a change that has an effect there. Yeah. Yeah, old game, lots of code. Old game, lots of code. All right. I don't really care about Diplotech. I'm going to take Admin Tech early, and we're going to start going through trade ideas because we need it for a mission. So we'll grab that. Gives us another merchant as well, which we can use to put here. We can start to pull more trade up and out of here. A lot more trade up and out of here. There's a lot of forts that we can delete in here. Like this one. Don't need that fort. And like this one. Don't need that fort. Blocks this, blocks there. How is that protected? Oh, it's protected by this. Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, these forts aren't really the best, but they'll do for now. These are fine, though. I think I saw... Yeah, North Viswall is a level 2. That needs to be changed. Level 4. Level 5. That's a level 2. That needs to be upgraded. That's level 4. To make sure that all my forts are good. Are good to go. Oop, that needs to be level 4. Awesome. Code means forgetting what you did a few days ago. Now your code does something you don't even know how it works. Oh, yeah, see, I couldn't do that. I already forget enough things. I can't be affording to forget things and then it keeps working because then I won't know why it does that. And then I'd be very, very confused. Remember the mage edits from last MP? I started that and someone else finished it. Originally it was supposed to make the mage ruler more likely, but that required digging into the ruler personality file. Oh, gotta go on an adventure for it. Thank you, Laurent. New advisor time. You need inflation reduction, sounds fine. Get you level 3. You need to get replaced with a natural manpower modifier person. Go to level 5. You also go to level 5. And you also will need to get up to level 5. I don't think I need all of these policies in right now. I don't need the discipline. I like all of those. I don't need the siege ability. I don't need the diplo annexation cost. I will take the merchant. I will take the improved relations as well. Okay. Now I can get another merchant somewhere else. I think here. Actually here. Because right now all of it's being pulled up and away, but I have 70% control, so kind of dumb to let them do that. Let's make sure all of these are upgraded. Gotta save up some money, but it's fine. All of our centers of trade should be level 2. What do we get here? This gives us local manpower and more land force limit. Up to 10% for this. It's not that bad. Not that bad. Move up to level 2. All right. Keep going on through trade ideas. Does mean we're not going to get trade depots here for a moment, but that's okay. Damage Temple enters into a coalition. All right. That's fine. Oh, boy. Oh, we have a mission complete because all of our things just got cored up. That's cool. Man, people are not happy with me. I think we should all just have a little chill. All right? Just chill out. I only took a little bit of land. All right? You're fine. All right. Secure Arboran. The half-elves of Arboran occupy the rightful Hellenic lands of the Eastern Expanse, which were given to them as Castanor was broken to pieces. They have no feeling of unity with other Hellenics and consider themselves a part of the Empire. Preposterous notion. Nevertheless, those Arborani will find their use for Vertesk. There are plenty of skilled craftsmen and artisans there, and some buildings could be broken up for scraps to be used elsewhere in the Dominion. We take a bunch of development from these areas and put it into our capital. Cool. So what's our capital's development now? 77. 77 development in a regular province. That's kind of crazy. Would play Poe submod 10 out of 10. Would throw again. Okay, yeah, would throw again. Goblins are well suited to use human wave tactics in the mods. 1515 in my test game, and I have manpower captures over 90k and 103 force limit. Yep. You get crazy amount of force limit. It's the gobos. Crazy amount of force limit. And then you go quantity. It's a lot of gobos. All right, finish the consolidation. Finally, we are a true Hellenic state. Vertesker, Goetti, Reachman, Mormon, Old Allen. These shall soon be nothing but provincial cultures, as our people settle in under the rule of Vertesk. The shadow of the Black Tower has been cast over all our brethren. Gain 500 splendor, 20 prestige, we gain 15 power projection. The consolidation period will be removed, and we get increased centralization for 20 years. All right, now we're waiting for artificers, which we do not have yet. We are looking at spending money and developing provinces now and building buildings. Worrisome. Well, is what it is. There's not much I can do about it. Let's go for... Probably can't have much. Well, we can have 18 absolutism. It's not a lot. It's something. We'll go for admin efficiency, though. You stack fight me no matter I have more. Exactly. You just keep sending more goblins into it. The Poe submod has an event called Throw that causes 200% overextension and plus 200 aggressive expansion for 5 years. No. No, I refuse. That sounds terrible. That sounds horrendous. We're going to take Miltech early. We're going to upgrade our horsies, not that we have many. Development of ironworking. Price of iron is increased. Okay. Make sure we go deal with this. We also have leather cannons now. Royal marriage with Westham is up. They died. Unfortunately, they still have like an heir, so I can't get a free personal union over them. Which would be pretty nice. The Hill Knolls. Oh, wow. The Hill Knolls. Why do you exist? Oh, the Hill Knolls were released from Vern. So we have a Hondarak and a Hill Knolls existing at the same time. Isn't that cool? Did you still kept Lucianda? You've still kept a lot of these provinces, unfortunately. So many goblins say it don't matter. It seems to remember all clan differently. How's learning magic going? Slowly. Very slowly. But we're working on it. We are working on it. All right, there's another merchant. Where do we put this one? We're being pulled down into here and down. Good pull from here. Honestly, all this trade value is being pulled up and down. I don't know. There's not much point in pulling from here because I don't have much power here. I could pull from the Dragon Coast. That's probably not a bad idea. Laurent won't love it, but that's all right. Vern is re-elected emperor again. There was another classified military document leak on the War Thunder forums today. God damn it, dude. But hey, think about it. At least they won the internet argument. At least they won the internet argument, okay? Just think about that one for a second. Yeah. Pretty good. All in all, Poe's a great player to help me. Thank you, Bagel. Thank you. Some defense. Appreciate it. Even if I do often throw. But I can always just use the extent. I'm throwing for content. I can always throw it out there. Even if it's not true, I could say it. And you can't figure out if I'm lying or not. I could be. You never know. You never know. We're really going to have to wait a while for these, aren't we? Buildings. Yeah, Grand Shipyards are tech level 24. I have to wait for tech level 24 to complete this mission? Bruh. That's a little ridiculous, don't you think? I mean, don't you think it's a little ridiculous? There are many great players. Pony is an interesting player, which is more exciting for most. You know what? I will take interesting. I would rather be interesting than good. I'll take it. I'll take it. Got to the point that military industrial complex employers are treating and playing the game as a matter of security. Yes. Yes, I have heard about that. Funny. Bankrupt guilds. Oh, that's a lot of money. But for 50 years? What is this? With the recent embracement of global trade, organized merchant guilds have been making joint investments in our trade networks in foreign lands. However, this recent trend has often produced a generation of inexperienced traders making reckless investments and falling back on insurances when they fail. This has come to a culmination in a recent economic bubble where many merchants took on debt to invest into a trade company that was seen at high value, but in reality was nearly worthless. This mass bankruptcy has overwhelmed insurers, and now our mercantile class is in danger of sudden contraction. What in the world? Your next mission point is to sit at speed 5 for 100 years. We've already done that. We already did it. I'll just take the loans. We've got magnets. We can throw down indebted to the magnets, make it a little bit cheaper. We'll take another 6 loans. It's not a big deal. I'll go for the spy network one. Cool. Cool. Is what it is. We could sell C's. That can help pay off some of them. Suppose that's fine. Expel merchants. Yeah, so like literally we are just going to sit here for fucking forever. I don't want to do that. We could at least get Bavik ready. But we have to get to the next Diplotech. I was hoping for a personal union over Laurent. That'd be pretty legendary. All right. We have one more trade idea. Then we can save up for tech. I'm going to switch over to a Diplo focus here instead of an admin focus. Would more special unit force limit or goods produced be better? Be 50% goods produced or 5% special forces unit? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, goods produced means more money. More money means more soldiers, but more special unit force, that means more special soldiers, which are really good. And can be very good. So, I guess it just kind of depends. We have to have a good Chad for a while? Oh, chat. Chat. I agree. Chat should be nice to me. That's what I think. I think it's a great idea. Why would chat not want to be nice to me? Huh? Here I am, playing video game, vibing. Chat bully me. Why? Why must that happen? Huh? That's 50% gold income or more artificer units. True. True, true, true. I think we're about to get coalitioned. Unfortunately. I'm pretty sure we're about to get coalitioned. Just build a bunch of troops up. Try and convince them to go away. Marhold would want an alliance. Oh no. Oh no, Verko Kozanad, bro. Got beat up by Grombar and then set off the Obsidian Legion. That's an L. Rip to the dwarves. Rip to the dwarves, bro. That's it for them. Oh, I just road married them. I need to ally them. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Varmhar's dying again. You use that extra gold to scale your force limit and get extra artificers anyways. That's true. That's true. Money is very good, especially for people called Greedy Grin. I'm just saying. You're supposed to be greedy. It's in the name. Also, we're at a permanent 100 prestige. It's pretty cool. Yep, we can keep extending that livestock monopoly. What are we up to? We are up to 66% mercantilism. Huge. Grombar has the biggest name, means #1 great power. True. Wow, look at Rashnahaga over here. Popping off. Has taken this part of the Serpent Spine. It's even gone all the way over to the Goldhold. And it's moving into Bulwar now. Segdir is going to have to watch out. Because they will get rolled by Rashnahaga. Most likely. Should borrow some money from Grombar by walking their country. Yeah, you say that. But if I go to war with Grombar, then that coalition is absolutely going to fire off. No doubt about it. In fact, I should have an improved relations person in charge right now. And no. Oh, okay, that's fine. I can make that work. I thought that was going to be Laurent abandoning me, and I was like, no. Yeah, I can increase my trust with you, and then I'll abandon Busalar if you need me to. Let me also improve relations with you. New Shire leaves coalition. Look at that. A lot of these people should be leaving the coalition. I'm leaving it soon. Yeah, we're good. As long as it doesn't declare, like, super soon, we'll be fine. All right, Gray Usurpers. We have completed trade ideas, and we have a spy network of 100 on Grombar, and we have embargoed them as well. While old Vertesk Dominion claimed the Western Hellenic Reach, our fellow subjects of Cassanor and Vroran March did so in the Eastern Reach, and now they are gone. Concurrent to the Green Tide, the former lands of Vroran March faced the Grey Tide and were utterly defeated, replaced by the Grey Orcs. Since then, the Orcs have formed Grombar, a country whose interests in the north conflict with ours. Lucky for us, many merchants in the Reach are still human and would more likely to trade with us than those Grey Usurpers. Using this newfound influence, we should disrupt Grombar trade routes across the Reach and Garudia, which will surely undermine their efforts in the region. Grombar gets minus 10% trade efficiency and trade steering, minus 1 merchant for 20 years, and they like us a little bit less. Which doesn't really matter because they already hate us. Alright, there is that. So now, nope, just stay zoomed out. Anywhere that we currently have them, we will upgrade them. Do I really not have enough money? That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Take last goal every country's mission tree is to obtain the biggest font size. It's true. That is true. I'm just sitting at max admin points. Buy that down, I guess. Sure. 427 to build a trade depot. Man, oh man. Sometimes I miss playing with Homebrew. Then other times I remember how much they make buildings cost, and I don't miss playing Homebrew as much. That's stupid. That is stupid expensive. I can see the lake fed now. Yeah, they're pretty weak. They are pretty weak. Oh, I'm maxed out on mill points now? Bruh. Develop, 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 develop. Don't worry. If you're interested in optimal gameplay, I will be playing more optimally in the multiplayer game. You're rich, you can handle it? Yeah, but it's still 400 to build a freaking trade depot. You need the Dragon Coast to connect your land. Portnum is allied with Exodus. We could do that. Do you really want me to kill the kobolds, though? Never mind. We're not doing that. I'm not going to fight Laurent over some... What? Over 11 development? Not going to happen. MP mod, militarism or tactical? That is the question, isn't it? Militarism or tactical? I do not know the answer to that question. That is one of the things that I am trying to decide between what I want to take first. Because they're both very good. They're both very good. Kill Portnum. Why must we bully the gnomes? Not that I disagree, but why must we bully the gnomes? But also, I'm trying to get rid of my aggressive expansion here. All right, I'm trying to beat the allegations of being a great, you know, terrifying conqueror. And going and kicking the gnomes around is not going to help with that. Not going to help with that. Hey, look at that. We're now renowned in necromancy. All right. Do it again. Necromancy. Study magic. More effort. Soon. TM. Soon. Your two brain cells start communicating. You can have permanent 5 dev costs. Blah, boo. Too much work. Too much work. I need a third brain cell for that one. Need a third brain cell for that one. Quite like offensive general staff. I mean, yeah, I'm taking general staff. I just don't know if I'm taking general staff first or second. I should say my first mill group or my second mill group. I already know what I'm taking first. Royal Heretic. I don't care. It don't matter to me. Will we start off with offensive ideas? Yeah. And I get rid of offensive ideas. I'm not taking offensive ideas. No way. No way I'm getting stuck with offensive ideas. That's not going to help me. Sirius, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Unless we have to keep it, but I didn't see that in the rules. Did not see that in the rules. Do I like them? Oh, they're definitely good. They're definitely good. But I can get more value out of other idea groups early on because I'm not going to... The only people I'm going to be fighting in the early game are Abdo Kanzad and the other little goblin guys that run around. Like, there's no players that can threaten me in the early game. I kind of get to choose when they become a threat to me by when I decide to colonize. So, yeah. Let's play optimally in an MP. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like some super fantastic MP player. Not at all. It just makes me scary because the people I'm playing around very much are very good at optimizing EU4. So I have to be a little careful. But what would you suggest for me to start with then? Well, I don't know. Because I start out where I don't migrate around. You do migrate around. So that is a big difference. You could migrate around to try and take advantage of the exploration stuff. I'm going expansion first. I'm going to colonize as fast as possible because I have to. But I don't know. I don't know enough about Greedy Grin to know what you should take. You always have Undead Army in your back pocket for literal death wars. Yeah, rules do say though that you have to do death or Undead Army before the war starts, so you can't do it after the war starts. There we go. Coalition's falling apart. All right. Do you have any troops? You have 34,000. Okay, we'll send these two down here then, and we will go deal with Portnum. There we go. Make our way in. Guys can follow behind. Be upset and ask us, sir. There's good money and points to be had. True. True. Early show strength wars can be very good. The Grey Tower. We have a bunch of money. We have a bunch of admin points and diplo points. We own Bavik. Bavik is a trade depot and also has a courthouse or a town hall. While the Black and Teal Towers have long served to coordinate the efforts of our espionage and defense, they also serve as a great hub of administration. The need for a third tower has become plain and obvious thanks to the many disputes and rebellions from the ever-squabbling Reachmen. Let us raise this monument to our grandeur in the city of Bavik, our most vital and volatile holding in the Reach. Furthermore, it will allow us to keep an eye on the goblins of the city. With this, we shall finally have a northern hub for our administration, and see that the Reach is as thoroughly cleansed of dissent as our nearer holdings. The tower's perch near the city's harbor will allow great displays of benefits and justify our surveillance, as its great searchlights illuminate not only the doings of ne'er-do-wells, but the risky rocks in Bavik's harbor, giving our merchants safe passage. Alright, till the end of the game, we get minus 0.05 monthly autonomy change, minus 5 years of separatism, and the culture will become Vertesker. And now, I need to have 75% or more trade power in this node. Okay, I'm not sure how I don't already have that, but I can make that happen. That's not difficult. And then in Ballmeyer, I need to have 25%. All provinces in the Alwyn River Cities province group need to have a trade depot. Johnsway and Guardfort need to have forts. Okay. So we have to spam just a bunch of trade depots along the rivers. That makes sense. Do you need to spam Bjornwick? I think I do for something. Yes. Thank you. I don't need that spy network. Let's go ahead. Let's throw down the embargo first. Because I need to embargo them. And I will forget about that. Yes, yes, game. I know. It's technically not what I'm, like, optimal, but I have to do it. Let's go deal with Exquisite's troops real quick. That should get them out of the war. Keep in mind, the more you do expeditions to migrate, the more mana you have, and it can absolutely beat Zaka if you get ahead enough in Mill Tech. Yeah. Do that taking Vertical Golan, I get permanent claim on Seg to kick off the wars for cash. Oh, okay, well that's nice. Can usually get 2 wars in before I've colonized my way over to them. 2 wars? For like show strength or just for money? Just for monies. And you're going accepting Goblin, right? Like you're gonna accept the dwarfs, that way you can use their monuments and such. Maritime Warriors are Kellen, okay, it's fine. We have won the siege of their capital. Let's go ahead and move on to here. Not really much that Portnum can do. We've got less than 25 years until the cube can show up. For all you cube lovers out there. Just money. They aren't usually close enough to rival. I am, though, looking at the monuments. Not all of them are worth using. Only 2, maybe 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I have any time. I might be able to pull off 1 show strength war, but most likely not, because the only person that's going to be like a rival is Avdol Kanzad, and I'd rather just annex them. Did I just say that Armas joined? No, okay, they left. I was like, wait, what? All right, just waiting on this siege. Also still the institution from Sector. I believe that the Gabos start off with feudalism in the mod. Remember, it's a multiplayer balance overhaul, so it tries to make everything to where everything can be played. Improve relations and discipline. So like goblins start off on tech 3, and so do orcs. Though centaurs still start off on 2. I don't know why, but they do. All right, there we go. Why do I have such little war score? Probably because they're a colonial nation, and their allies still in. Exodus is at this point fully annexed Ruby Company. Not company, Ruby Hold. I kind of want to make him release Ruby Hold though. Well, we got no other wars to go to, so we might as well just force Exos to have more pain and suffering. The ones at the end of the middle Dwarvar are definitely worth using. One gets +5 permanent artifice cap and boosts the artificer state. The other gives 20% tactics. That's nice. That is very nice. We have another idea group. We can go for a mill idea group, I guess. I think quantity is definitely the correct choice here. Get more land force limit. Like, we're making so much money, but I don't have land force limit, so that should help with that quite a bit. Yep, repay loan. There we go. We're now debt free. Expand that out. Looking good. When Hodovar has been met, minus 10% construction costs and time. I mean, that seems kind of worth. Like, you're going to have holds that you need to dig. And the faster you can dig them, the better. You know, Cav flanking ability. Ooh. Now everyone will fear our horsies. Negotiate cheaper mercs while Seg Tier 1 extra caravan power. True, I don't think you should upgrade the extra caravan power. I think that'd be a terrible idea in which you would get more trade power and I would get less. So I think you should just leave that one alone and not take it. That's what I think. Alright, Rogeria left the coalition. Plumwall left the coalition. Isterlo, yeah, okay. All y'all coalition members can just go away. You don't need to be mad. I'm not going to expand into you guys anymore. Everything is fine. We will do this. You need to get off of that province. You can't be vassalized, right? No. Right, what do I even want from these guys? Like this? You just take these states? I don't really want the island. I can't take it, so it's a good thing I don't want it. Like that? Good borders, too? Oh, but that's a center of trade. So is that, though. If I give up the island, I can grab the center of trade. Which I know Dameseer, giving up the Dameseer sounds kind of bad. We don't have to take that, though. We can take, like, this instead. We don't have to have that province. Then we can take, like, that. Yeah? Yeah. And no one really cares. But we don't have enough war score for that yet. You need to forget how I make my money through gold? Yeah, but I don't. I will still need the trade value. Professional Street Mugger, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Look, the gnomes are not poor, okay? They have a giant... Actually, I think I'm just going to use Exodus' war score to get this peace deal. They have a giant colonial nation, okay? Look, it's huge. It's huge. Okay, it's not as big as I thought it was. I thought it was a lot bigger. All right, well, we're going to peace out. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you. Let's go ahead and core it all up. Left the coalition. Everyone's leaving the coalition. Very good. Very good. Finish quantity ideas. Troll Slayers. Problem solved. Okay. Okay. Send a couple of stacks back in this direction. Our new land force limit is, in fact, 302. 302. So we're going to want to build up to that sooner rather than later. Let's go for this yearly inflation guy. Get him up to level 5. Get you up to level 5. Caravan power only affects provinces your merchants are in. Name will soon be bigger. Just need caves from the kobolds. Okay, but here's the problem. Here's the problem. We gave the kobolds land. Like we gave them these 3 provinces. We were kind to them. Too bad, take it back. Like, yes, we've had a change of policy. But I feel so bad. They're just chilling in here. Kobolds, genocide. All right, Lord Scrooty, let's do this mission. While Gwed is ours, we mustn't rest easy. Bjarnrik and other Garudian nations look upon the Reach with hunger, just as Gwedi eyed down our lands not long ago. Whether they wish to contest us in conquest or commerce, we shall not be put down by some pitiful barbarians. Our spies and merchants will work double time to cripple their efforts. We'll take any measure, undercutting their merchants, laying bare the scandalous secrets of their nobles. The loose hand they keep on their commoners empowers the sort of delinquents that would languish in the Black Tower's bowels in our own land. We'll set anyone we can, buy or blackmail, to slandering their goods, slitting throats, stirring up trouble with the trolls. No tactic is too low or too simple to frustrate their efforts and turn them from the Reach. All right, they get strong sabotage for 20 years. Cool. Let's get rid of our spy network, and let's also cancel the embargo so I can get my trade power back. Are the diplo slots to vassalize? Yeah. But that wouldn't fix the name problem. Like, if we're taking them out to make our name be good, then vassalize them doesn't fix it. Laurent is calling us into a war against the Empire. Sure. I'm not going to help you, but sure. You know what? If you have rebels, I'll do it through rebels. That's what you did for me. That's what I'll do for you. I think that's fair. Dang. Can you, like, lose your heir and then die? Give me a personal union? That'd be great. I'd appreciate that. I'm just saying. That'd be kind of sick of you to do. Kind of swell, even, you could say. Kind of nice. All right, build those up. Relations improve. Okay. Shared interest. Okay. Let's move all you guys back up north. Conwell, can you just not, man? Can you just simply not? Like, don't you have better things to go siege down than my land? Fine. Fine. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. You just run away. No, you're still on my land. Get out of here. Shoo. Be gone. Be gone, Conwellians. You're not welcome here. Stop sieging my stuff down. Rude. How do we make so much money, and why are there so many orcs here? I don't know what you're talking about. We are making money because we have control of the Dame's Head trade. Obviously. There's nothing weird going on here. We have just normal trade goods for this region of the world, okay? Nothing going on here. We just simply trade for stuff and things. Yes. Lessons kobolds and feed them money for them to throw into the pit. I don't know if the AI will actually do that, though. It's tiny, so it has grown. It's not insignificant anymore. The age of unraveling is imminent in my test game. First time I've seen this gritty grin with the mod. Oh. Yeah, we'll take it. Because we can now build dry docks. Which we need. We need to build a dock there, and we need to build a dock. Oh, we have to develop this. We need to build a dry dock here. And I think we also need one in Selmaldor. What? Tarnation? All right, get rid of that and build me a dry dock. Thank you. What stuff and things are you producing in the city of Vertesk? We have a big tower. It's got shiny lights on it. People come to see it. I should rephrase that. People see it. Yeah. Yep. That's what happens. None of my test games have gone past 1550. Whoa, no, mine have spawned before 1550. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is pretty late. Yes, officer, this is a regular stock exchange. It's just normal. Just normal things going on here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Put a bunch more troops. And mission complete. This one. Expand the arsenal. Yay! All right, so another behemoth in black stone. Our arsenal has a long history stretching to the days of old Castanor. While its modern existence has been rather uneventful, save a few peculiar incidents such as a pivotal role in sparking the Great Fire of 1422, a disaster that came about as a consequence of an ill-fated attempt to bring Asmari River parties onto the Allen. While the harbor's rather modest state isn't a great shame upon our city, if we claim to have serious naval ambitions, it would be irresponsible not to invest in our Navy's central hub. In building it up and modernizing Vertesk Harbor, we have the opportunity to expand our fleet and truly rule the waves of the Dame's Head. 10% naval force limit and 0.5 yearly armor tradition until the end of the game, or Navy tradition. Galley fraction at least 75%. Okay, well, I'm gonna hit you. Oh, I need an admiral. I need an admiral, folks. I need an admiral. I also need to build a flagship here. We'll make it a heavy ship. I need to have... I need to get an admiral with a... I need to get an admiral with a trait, which means I have to do a naval battle. Okay. I will admiral? Okay. Okay. Osami, you know what? Good enough. We'll take it. I need you to go get a trait. Huh? Okay. Cool. Go back to port. That's all I needed. Delete these transport ships. And is that not enough? No, it's still not enough. You know what? Delete these trade chips. That's still not enough. Delete these trade chips. That... Why? Why must you do this to me? There we go. All right, the Black Seagulls. The Black Seagulls, a name shared between our boarding parties and the dark-feathered, ill-tempered birds of our harbor. Perfectly exemplifying the vicious opportunism of both, the name has come to mean our most ruthless, cutting sailors are experts in manning smaller vessels, then deftly swoop into the fiercest of battles and snatch prize after prize to add to our fleet. After all, what's better than a ship commissioned on someone else's coin? While previously these specialists have often been mercenaries, common fishermen, or even merchants looking to turn quick profit, it's time we formalize these agreements and institutionalize the tactics that have given such great success to the Black Seagulls. Galley combat ability plus 10%, chance to capture enemy ships plus 15% for 25 years. And now I need to build 40 heavy ships for a different mission. Salmaldor also needs to have a manufactory, which it does not currently have. Let's go ahead and expand the admin there to make that happen. Bavik is looking good. We'll expand that though, just because we can. I don't remember the mission, but we do need 40 heavy ships, so build 46. Fulfilled my role. That was truly instant gratification. Now I will languish in retirement forever. Yep, that's all I need. I just need you to get one little thing, and then we're good. All right. No one should be coming to mess with our land anymore. So we're all good there. Pearl's Edge is already fully occupied, so war shouldn't last too much longer. Yo, why are so many of our cities on our guests locked down in chains? You're asking a lot of questions. You know what happens to people who ask questions? They get put in the tower, the basement of the tower. So why don't you just stop asking questions? Right. Where's the province about Bavik? Oh, I already completed it. I'm just ahead of the game. I'm just too good. Too good. Oh, I can't upgrade and downgrade in the middle of war. That does make sense. That is a rule. That's been a rule for a long time. They all get a free year use of the first class pool, he meant to say. Oh, okay. And we wait. And we wait. And we wait. Spend more effort. Sure. I'm sure we can spend more effort to learn more things and stuff. Sagamber declares war upon Wex. Magisterium declares war upon Wex. Wex must have gotten separate pieced out. Yes, they did. Funny. Everybody said that Laurent wouldn't defend them, and they're like, oh, it's time. Go, 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 go. Everybody joined in. Everybody joined in. Vertesk doesn't use slavery. They just merely transport them in exchange for money. Yeah, that is the defense they would make. That is the defense they would have. A bad defense, a terrible defense, but the defense they would use. Okay, there we go. Please let me out of this war. I just want to upgrade my centers of trade and make money. Well, I suppose in the meantime, I can start on our project to get trade depots along the Allen. As we do, in fact, need to do that. Chapter 30 development. Oh, you already have one. Oh, well. Everyone needs to be ready to trade with any merchants that come down along the river. That is the way it works. All right. You need one as well, as do you, and as do you. And I think that's the last one that needs to have it. No, it's not that mission. It's this one. Yes, and then that needs a fort, and this needs a fort as well. Cool. Considering Wex has spent much of your war occupied, I'm not surprised. That's true. If only there was someone that could have helped them. Sad day. If only there was someone that could have helped them. Well, it's a darn shame there wasn't. You are a kind-hearted regent. Okay. Fair enough. Good regency, too. 465. I would take that regent just about any day of the week. A draw. Wex gets pieced out for a white piece. Okay. I'm confused. Why are we not winning more? Is it because of colonial shenanigans? Yes. Yes, it is. Because Laurent doesn't have enough troops up here, but look at this. Ordned. Dang, they are going for it. If only they would break their alliance with these guys, then they could actually form Ordned. And I believe that's Autumn Court. Yeah, let's go Autumn Court. Autumn Court, best court. Deep Woods Vampires? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Deep Woods Vampires. For sure. Oh, look at Varmhar. Rough. Segdir eating away at Jadari. And Segdir is actually beating Rastahaga. Wow, they are losing. They lost. L. Ah, they cheated. They got a Great Conquer. I see. I was like, how do they do that? How did Marhold die? Grombar. Does Oni Magic still work in multiplayer? I do not know. I would assume in like base Anbennar, yeah, it would still work. I don't know about the mod though. Can I peace out? I don't want to lose trust by 10 though. Doesn't really seem. Oh, I thought my ruler died for a second. I was like, no. She's not even that good. Is the problem. Wait, did she die? No, no, no. We're good. We're good. We're good. Why do I get to pick a new deity, though? No, she did die. She did die. L. Rip. Rip. Oh, well. We tried. We tried, okay? No one can say I didn't try to go the Lichdom for you. All right, we did our best, but she died. Humans are just not good at going liches unless you get really lucky and you get, like, renowned or something here in the beginning. Otherwise, it just takes too goddamn long. Too goddamn long. Foreshadowing the Chaingrass run? No, please, don't. Do not bring that into existence. I beg of you. I beg of you. Wait, there's that. We're going to have to upgrade some fortifications. Yeah, I think so. Favored by the Divine. No thanks. We're up to 39 heavy ships here. Actually, we have 40. So we have enough for that mission whenever that pops up. Laurent, I'll be honest with you, man. Good luck. Like, I'll just increase my trust with you, but it's kind of ridiculous that we're still in this war. I have other things that I would like to do. Please and thank you. Get that up to level 3. Should probably get this up to level 3 as well. I need to have 75% control here. And then Ballmeyer. Let's go ahead and build a trade depot here. We might want to take Ballmeyer for ourselves. So I think we actually need 25%. Yeah, we only need 25%. We do need a workshop in all of these provinces as well. Which seems to be, it won't be that big of a deal. Looks like most of them already have it. Let's go for you. Get you level 5. So, workshop time. Workshop time. Workshop time. I mean, honestly, everywhere should have a workshop. Like, there's no reason for you to not have a workshop at this point in the game. Stop upgrading that. Upgrade this to 20. Thank you. And build a workshop. Weston was calling us into a war. Sure, but don't expect my help. What is this? Okay. I thought maybe the Magisterium owned Telgier, and I was like, really? What are we declaring for? A conquest? You called me in because... apparently he couldn't take it. Alright, well, we'll go help. We will go and help. We will be a good ally, and mostly because I don't want to sit in this war for the next 80 years. That would probably be a good idea. Woman came up to the captain and demanded to be put in charge, so we let her for the lulz. Wait, what? Deploying our government from earlier this stream that switched him to monarchy? Yes. Well, it was through a mission. It was through a mission. What was it government for? Through a mission. We became a monarchy. Chat voted for it. So that is what we went with. Oh, I can't get down here now. Oh well. Mr. Prime, what is your blood type? It's the red kind. It's the red kind. OPM Wex? Yeah, Wex was not an OPM like 5 years ago. They've just been obliterated in the last 5 years because Laurent wouldn't defend them. Average Laurentish ally. Laurent decides that today will be your day to die. Bring you down to here, I think. Dwarf states have a goods produce modifier plus inflation reduction. Blood type is vampire approved. That's true. My blood type would be vampire approved. It definitely would be. All right, let's go. That's going to be a tough fight for us. Switch you in. Yeah, they're going to reinforce it. Is it even worth reinforcing? I'll try. I don't think it's going to matter, though. I think we're still going to end up losing. Wow, our army quality sucks, bro. It is trash. Ah, damn. Well, that's not good. They are very dead. All right, let's build some more. Rip. Build one there. Build one there. Build one there. Rip, rip, rip. They serve their country well. Your general sucks too? That's true. Most powerful army in Vertesk. Yeah. Yeah, our military is nothing to be afraid of, really. Like, we've got a lot of dudes, but those dudes do not do a lot of damage. Don't think you've taken any ideas in Troop Point? No, not a single one. Nope. Well, that's not true. We have weapon quality. Weapon quality does. Gives us infantry combat ability. But we have conscription and quantity. I get like 5,000 manpower a month. We're fine. Also, if I'd like actually correctly reinforced and not just inted into their capital alone, then like it would have been better. But yeah, we have conscription quantity. We got all the dudes. All the dudes we could want. Royal marriage. What other missions do we have here? We need counting houses in a lot of places. Artificers and furnace. 4 owned provinces in the Atlantic frontier need to have shipyards. Well, I could do that. Is it shipyards and dry docks or just shipyards? It is just shipyards. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Should be pretty easy mission to complete. All in all. The one above it. I need a grand shipyard though. Feels kind of weird that I need a grand shipyard here, but I'm allowed to have a regular shipyard here. Maybe that's just me though, but it feels kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. Too bad you don't have a poem you throw emote. Yeah. Everybody wants the emotes. I know. Reminds me of Demarian last time in RMP. All the morale in the world, not a whit of damage to be dealt. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of with the gobos. Is they just have a lot of gobos, but the gobos are not very good. We could go try and save Westham here. We probably should. We should be a good friend. Let's send our troops down. Make sure that we get something in there. I mean, I wouldn't say they're generals, but they are there. They are people who can lead the troops. I wouldn't quite give them the rank of general, but we can be helpful. Send them in, boys. We got plenty of stacks and plenty of time. Charge! All right. You go there. You go there. You stay here. You go there. You go there. We will free you. Don't worry. We will free you from this oppression, Westham. Even though you started the war. We will free you. We will help you. And we will gain more army tradition. Oh, you're great. Classic Poe attrition moment. It doesn't matter. We're still making manpower. We're making 3,000 manpower after reinforcing armies and still gaining. Like we're fine now. We can take as much attrition as we want. With quantity and conscription, we are good to go. Speaking of emotes, what am I supposed to do on Discord to get my subscriber title / name color? If your Twitch account and your Discord account are connected, if you've done that, then you should automatically get it. If you haven't, then let me know, because that's not supposed to happen. You are supposed to automatically get it as long as both your Twitch and your Discord are connected. Now, if you haven't done that yet, well, then that's what you gotta do. We do have nice fire damage, focus on dealing as much fire as possible because we will melt come the shock phase. Yes, we will. And you know, that's very bad. You know why that's very, very bad? Because the people to my south are shock built. And the people that are probably going to be to my north also going to be made for shock. So I'm very scared of the shock phase. Not good. Not good at all. Shock phase is going to hurt a lot. It's going to do a lot of damage. It's going to hurt. And goblins will suffer. Gotta see if they are linked or maybe using Prime doesn't count. Gotta sub for real to get my pre-name color. No. It should work with Prime. It should work with Prime. Absolutely should. Absolutely should. Man, I'm like dehydrated or something. My lips are like super dry. And all I do is drink water. So I'm not sure why that would be. I am good and healthy and drink lots of water, but still my body wants more. Also, we just decimated their navy. We rule the waves. I could be moving in towards Magisterium's capital here. There's no reason to have everybody sit here. So let's move on in, ladies and gents and orcs. No, I don't think we have orcs in our army. I don't think we have orcs. I hope we don't. Let's just say we don't. Let's just say we don't have orcs in our army. There we go. Keep fighting them navies. Keep sinking them navies. Look at this. See, we are helpful. We are helpful. We are good allies. Eventually, we may come to help you. It might take us a while to get there. We might not really want to, but eventually, if the war goes on long enough, I will probably come bail you out. Maybe don't drink salt water. Oh, How could I? Oh, obviously. That's obviously it. I've just been drinking salt water. Man, I'm throwing. No way you just pieced out and you didn't take a single piece of land. Why? Why? You had 346,000 troops down here helping you out. You could have just stayed in the war. Transfer sieges? Oh, you know what? You got a point there. You got a point there. I might have kept all the land for myself. I guess I have to take back the whole good ally thing now, huh? Like, dude, take the land. He's like, I'm trying. My brother, I am trying to take the land. You will not let me have it. Please. I desire it. 414 dev, and I'm getting over 1k manpower recovery per month. Yes. Pointed to the AI what the AI does to Poe. True. True. Maybe if they wanted the land, they would have thought about that. And they wouldn't have called me in. Yeah. Or maybe I could have just paid more attention and given them the land. Yeah, we'll take Diplotech early. I'm fine with that. End of our golden age, too. End of our golden age. We're literally just waiting for, like, Tech 24 now, right? Counting houses are Tech 24. The frickin'... Oh, we can do this one, though. I gotta get that and that upgraded. That'll do it. I can get the 75% trade power we need here. That's not a problem. Get that risen up to the next level as well. 76. And then here we're looking for Grand Shipyard, which is also Tech 24. It's weird pacing. But hey, at the very least, we will flip cube, it looks like. Rip 20 Army Tradition. Oh, now you want money too? Okay. Cool. Ooh, personal union time? Ooh. You're dying. Why are you dying? How are you losing? Don't call me into that war. I don't want to be in that war. You're on your own. Not my problem. Not my problem. Is it chunky Vertesk? It sure is. It sure is. All right, we have another idea group. We should definitely go for like fire ideas and make it to where our troops are actually good at doing things, because our troops are currently not very good at doing things, and they keep getting bodied. So let's not let that happen again. The single Ascani province is the ugliest thing ever. What do you mean? It's our nice little river province. Well, my plan was, I did have a much better plan. I was going to eat like all of Algeria, and I was going to keep going up the Allen to own all the way to Castaneth. But like, that's a lot of AE, and then I'd have to fight Grombar, and that is a lot of dudes. Maybe we can fight them after we finish fire ideas, though. I wouldn't be against that, though they are allied to Magisterium and a Fierce Negotiator, which makes me, of course, not want to fight anybody ever. But I do want to get fire ideas because we were getting bodied by the Magisterium. So if we actually want to fight someone that has a lot of troops, then we're going to have to be able to stand toe to toe. And that will require some time. Our truce with Portnum is up, who's now guaranteed by Laurent, so we can't do that. And you're allied to Laurent, so I can't go to war there. We are friends with the Greenscale Kobolds. I was going to sing about effort. Well, it's also aggressive expansion was pretty bad for a while there. I wanted to make sure that I was focusing on my mission tree. And I don't know, I could probably come up with a couple other excuses. We have production efficiency. Why are we losing so much admin? Policies, focus, okay. It's fine. Busalar wants to ally me? No. No. How much AE reduction do you have? At this point, we have minus 39%. Minus 39%. Then once we get through fire ideas here, then we'll actually have some decent military capabilities. Magic knows best. 613, okay. Allen flows steadily. Seems that we have completed this. So, back when Vertesk was a mere city in the Empire, the Allen River supplied us with riches. Back then, Vertesk was just the endpoint of the Allen. But now we are the Allen. The most important part of it, anyway. Dozens of trade posts are scattered by the river through the entire Dominion, and beyond, fortifications were built to keep order along the Allen. Allen breathes with life, and it does with Vertesk. Okay. 10 mercantilism, and +1 merchants till the end of the game. Our mercantilism is now up to 79%. And I have another dude. Let's transfer from here. Sure. So I'll pull all of it up here. Be honest, I'd rather just pull it directly into the Allen and then down. I'll be real with you. Take a shot every time you say Allen. Some mission trees be like that. Some mission trees be like that. All right, 82% control here. The Magisterium was 4% control. Fine. That's fine. You guys just cannot find anywhere with supply. You know who would never do this to me? The rivers in Hellas. The rivers in Hellas have like a bajillion force limit. Not the Allen, though. The Allen doesn't give us anything. We should probably be improving with people around us, because if we are going to do these wars, we're going to want to make sure we don't get coalitioned immediately. But I should build a spy network on Grumbar and also on Rogeria, who's allied to a hell of a lot of people. Right. They allied like everybody in this part of Eskin. And I was like, well, that sucks. That kind of set me off from doing that. For defense plus 15%. We get more defense from fire ideas than we do from defense. Just keep that in mind. Just a fun little fact for you. 4 of 6 diplomats recommended working for Poe and not working. Yeah. Bountiful Harvest, great, and Rebellion Mages. While the Rebellion Society has been known for their work in artificery, many of them are actual talented wizards and mages in their own right. With their recent explorations of the God Fragment, we have received word from the mages' estate in our country that the society has slowly but surely gained power within the estate. Some claim that these rebellions are now claiming that magic is in fact divine in origin, and that mages have a duty to make sure it is wielded correctly, though others simply state that this is a natural outcome of the rising popularity of the society in general. Okay. Laurent is 21 and has no heir. Is at war. Is losing against the Dragon Dominion. Okay. L. But there is a chance that we can get a personal union over Laurent. Never mind. There is not a chance that we get a personal union over Laurent. How in the world are you losing to these guys? How? Oh, I mean, they're a great conqueror and all. Like, cool, but they cannot really compete if you just send your troops. Like, it literally is that easy. Just send your troops over. And you will win. You will take the dub. Let's be okay. Time to spend those 90 favors. Oh, that would have been a good idea. Oh, that would have been a good idea. That's all right, though. Shipbuilding. No, I'm not declaring a trade war. No. Not declaring a trade war. Other wars, though, we are getting closer to. Well, we still have to wait for Tech 24. We can do one of two things. We can either just read off all of these missions and call it a completed campaign, and then we can go poke around in the multiplayer mod. We can like start a run there that we can do for today and tomorrow just to get some practice with it. Or we can sit here and do a couple wars and wait until Tech 24 to complete the missions. I'm good with it either way, but if you guys don't necessarily want to watch us just sit here and wait, then I understand. I'm not helping you in another war. You're on your own. Suffer. Because there's a lot that we could look at in the multiplayer mod as well. All right, and there's the completion of fire ideas. Artillery fire, very, very good. Taking a look at the multiplayer mod, sounds good to you. It's Gobbo time. Well, I don't know if we play goblins, but like, we'll have another look at the multiplayer. All right, well then let's read off these final missions, and then we will switch on over to that for the last bit of stream. All right, so establish North Harbor. With the Dominion's tenuous hold on the Atlantic Reach, the elves of Selmaldor were able to swoop in under the nose of the Reachmen and create themselves a home. While we lacked the particular hatred for elves that Eoriel and Jexus' machinations instilled in the Goetti, the fact is they have the best harbor in the Reach. We'll firmly take the city in our grasp, bestowing a fitting name to suit its new inhabitants, North Harbor. Let's relocate our own shipwrights and loyalists to the province and outnumber the Selmaldori. After all, it would be troublesome to lose that place in some silver-blooded plot. Ah, classic. Least racist Vertesk. Least racist Hellenic right there. Lords of Garudia. While Goed is ours, we mustn't rest easy. Bjornrik and other Garudian nations look upon the Reach with... Oh, wait, no, we already did that. The head and the crown. So this one we just need 50 light ships and 65 mercantilism, which we're already at 79. No longer shall Vertesk be sneered at by southern neighbors. We've seen to it that all of Canor clamors for the trusted mark of the Black Tower upon their goods. While there may be some protest over a few curious accidents and disappearances of competing merchants, none can deny that we loom over the trade of the Dame's Head just as Bal Vertesk looms over our city. Furthermore, thanks to our efforts in the north, the Serpent's Head bows just as low. From the White Harbor to the rough streets of Riverhaven, there's hardly a soul who can contest the prices and quality of our goods, or at least none so unwise to do so in the open. That gives naval maintenance and admiral cost reductions for 35 years. Construct Garudian fleet. We need 40 heavy ships. With greater trade in the north, we can't simply rely upon our merchants to defend themselves. As our ships become more lucrative targets for the raiders of Garudia, it's time to build up a navy that can lay these savages down among the giant's bones below. That gives navy tradition and an admiral with 90 tradition. Northern investments. While the scheming of the Vertesker has always been a productive endeavor, the designs of Goed were much less so. They were merely content to use the lands outside of their core as a source of men to throw into the meat grinder for their conquest of the small country or whatever harebrained scheme had stolen their sparse attentions. It's time we give some proper care to those lands. We'll support the Odolemics in taming their forests, the Reachmen in the Westmoors in exploiting the teeming shoals of the Giant's Grave. This should serve a double purpose, both earning the loyalty of our brethren and securing us a steady flow of income outside of our typical reliance on trade. All right, and then we have Black Tower, Black River. The last years have been a great boon to the coffers of our republic, or monarchy. Through the innovations of our artificers and the coin of merchants and magnates, whole districts of manufactories and workshops have risen to dominate our cities. The Allen's waters run black and tepid with their emissions, rancid sludge of their runoff extending a foul air that can even drop our infamously hardy black gulls from the sky. On particularly tepid days, it's said that one can even walk from one bank to the other, though it might be best to burn the boots used to walk it after. Aside from the profit, the brightest we can make of it is that the river's new hue is a perfect reflection of the dark stones of our city. Just make sure not to fall in, or for that matter, drink from it. Yeah. Classic. Classic industrialization. All right, and then there is Eternal Vertesk. Centuries pass, empires rise and fall, but Vertesk remains. Having secured a position in the Allen and the Reach and proven ourselves as the strongest power in northern Canor, we have expanded this feeling of eternity from our capital to the entirety of the Dominion. Gives max absolutism and yearly absolutism, and there's an event that pops up. Alrighty, well, we will consider that a successful Vertesk campaign completed. Not the game. Not the biggest fan of the time gates on the mission tree. Having to wait for 1600, and then you need missions that require you to have certain buildings, but there's no like missions in between when you're supposed to have like the higher tech buildings, and like you can use lower tech buildings for missions after the higher tech buildings. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but overall, I thought it was good. It was what I expected. Pretty bad. I mean, we were the bad guys. We played the bad guys, but made a lot of money, I guess. Vertesk need to build some factories, only need to cast a working breaking spell for same effect. Yeah, true. They do get the world breaking spells. That they do. Just annexing and suddenly boom, I discovered the entire of Kenor, Bulwar, North Salahad, and Hales was a surprise. Ooh. I see Rahin pretty early on in my campaign. Like a year in. So I'll be watching the two players in Rahin, seeing what they're up to. They'll be sneaking around. Because there's someone playing Rajnahaga, and then there's someone that's playing the Rakeshenbur or something like that. It's the bigger black tag in Southern Rahin. They start off as a Synopti too. I can't remember the exact name of them. I mean, we'll see here in a second. I can show you. That's the one that Arumba's playing. I was only 1526. Couldn't see anything outside the Serpent Spine, really. Yeah, I mean that's pretty usual for Serpent Spine though. Play as Myrma and take one colony in Northern Pass and they can see all of Canor. Most intelligent ogres, true. They just know. They just know. All they need to see is one tree. Battle of the Elephants? Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be very scary. Very, very scary. Lots of shock damage coming up from many of the nations that are down there in Rahin. Many of the nations. I mean, it's no Elephant Lords, but it'll still hurt. Still hurt. But we don't have to fight. We can be friends. Well, friends is a strong word. We can be not actively killing each other. Tell you ally Arumba. I doubt anyone's going to want to really ally me. I'm going to have a Lich King, which means that I'm pretty evil. I'm also Gabo. So we have to demonsterize first. It'll be difficult to convince anyone other than my fellow Gabos, Brian, that we deserve friendship. KU and test game looks pitiful, to be honest. They have 3k troops, so they do have 112 manpower. Centaurs. All right, so this is the... I should change the stream title. Hold on. Checking out MP mod. There we go. Okay, so a lot of things have been overhauled. A lot of things. First thing, map. We'll start off with map overhauls. So we'll start in Canor. A lot of the nations have been broken up, and Eskin has been overhauled completely. So like Laurent now no longer owns everything down here. Rubenair is independent. Sornkost is independent. Great Ording independent. Duran independent. All of these guys are completely independent from Laurent. Nice capitalization. Did I mess up the capitalization? Damn it, dude. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Disgusting Great Ording. Well, it just makes them more playable. So the point of this mod is it's a multiplayer balancing mod. So it's overall in the game in favor for multiplayer. So they're trying to make it to where everything is kind of a balanced start to where everyone can play kind of where they would want to. Take one stab or a bit over 500 gold from an event. I mean, I like money, but stability is also very good. If you have at least one stab, though, go for the money. So people like Red Scale and Blue Scale, they start off on Tech 3. So they're no longer one tech behind, which makes them more playable. Westmore's no longer a vassal of Gwed. Adshaw, I believe, is bigger than they start with. There have also been provinces added, I believe. I think. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure there's been provinces added. I'm pretty sure. Eskin with no border gore impossible. Yes, Eskin with no border gore. So it starts off with you're settled and all that, and the orcs are level 3, so orcs are very much playable. And then you have a couple of the people over here: Amicos Expedition, Brave Brothers, Company of the Thorn, Order of the Ashen Rose, Pioneers Guild, Warriors of Ankard that didn't get to be out here. And so they're all just OPMs right here next to the Empire. Very funny. Yes, Professional Shoemaker, you're correct. You can sail up the rivers. These rivers that are wider are fully navigable, and you can send your little boats up and down them. I'm not sure how that works with like military access. I don't know if you need military access to send your boats through, but you can send them. I like the Red Glades, how there's like now a border around it, so it like actually looks like a forest, and there's only a couple points of entry into the forest. Well, I mean, there's a lot, but you can't just walk in from anywhere. Eskin without Borgo, you call this Anbennar? I do. I think it's much better for multiplayer. Just because there's no way in a multiplayer game to make the migration thing work well without having terrible borders that are not fun for wars, you know? So they have decided that they are going to just fill it out And I liked what they've done. They gave iron hammers the gold mine. So the dwarves over here are very strong. Let's see, what else? I don't know if they've changed much in the deep woods. I don't know if the elves still start allied. They do. The elves do still start allied. But you also look at the sea tiles. A lot of the sea tiles have changed, I think, in ways that are much better, to where the islands can actually be defended. So, like the island of Adriel here, there's just this. Like, it has its own separate province on the isle. So you're actually able to, like, defend the island, but not worry about everything else, which I think is good. What is this map? This is the multiplayer overhaul mod. This will be used in Anbennar's, or in Lambert's multiplayer game. Penis Dame head? Okay. Come on. Come on. You didn't have to. Among Us Dame's head? I mean, yeah, I guess. Still the regular stuff that you can colonize down in here for Corvuria and such. Map changes over here. Man, the big navigable rivers is a pretty big deal for Bulwar. A lot more maneuverability for these guys, and ships are now important all the way up and down the Saran. And I've already forgotten the name of this one, even though we went over it like yesterday. The realistic brother is 3 times the normal provinces. Oh yeah, but it's like the regular area, you know? It's like the regular area that you colonize. No, it's not like crazy, you know? It's not crazy. Let's see. I don't think anything in the Forbidden Plains has changed. Well, no. I think they split up some of the bigger provinces. They might have. I don't know. I don't know exactly what everything looks like. There are tunnels across the mountains into Forbidden Plains. You move Iron Hammer's capital to Myrma. Yes. There are lots of new tunnels. Lots of new tunnels in the Serpent Spine, which I don't think we can see from right now, but we can go look at it when we get in. Why is Eskin colonized? For balancing purposes, because it's a multiplayer overhaul mod. So you're trying to bulwark the country, but being cut off from Select makes the early game a bit annoying. Yeah, I can see that. So I put Eskin out of Eskin. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But I think it is better for multiplayer overall. The Serpent Spine has been changed. There are more entry points now. And their entry points are shown differently. We'll go over that though when we get in, because you can't see it from this map mode. As for Helles, I don't know what has or hasn't changed, but Helles still looks like Helles to me. So there's that. There's that. New entries from the plains are mildly terrifying. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So, yeah, I think that's all I can show from here. Oh, that's not true. Trade has been reworked. So there's new trade nodes. So it's not just the super, mega, ultra powerful Dame's Head trade node. Now there's the Lower Allen, there's the Freesestir, there's the BPEC node, Small Country node. The Red Glades is its own trade node now. Rubyhold has their own trade node now in the Ruby Mountains. There's Amicos still. The Eberthil node, I'm pretty sure has been nerfed. Pretty sure this was in the Eberthil node. Now it's not. The Akon node is down here. Brisson comes out farther than usual, I think. I think these are all pretty much the same. Pretty much. This one has been made smaller, I think. I think Almdir's been made smaller. All these trade nodes look pretty normal for the most part. Gulf of Rahin still very strong. Still very, very strong. But yeah, definitely some switch ups to trade around here, which is cool. As for the New World, I haven't taken a look at it. I don't know what's new or not over here. I haven't looked at Aelintir at all, because I'm not ever gonna have to deal with it, I think. So there's that. Looks like the trade nodes are all still the same. Pretty much. Almdir is normal? Okay, Almdir is normal. And then you have this out here. This is something to do with Dwarven Holds. I don't know exactly what it is. I saw it on a Roomba stream. I don't know what they are, though. But you do something with them. Missing a bit, the Fate Grease. Just maybe it's major power. Is it? Oh, yeah, it doesn't have the... Oh, this is all Wasteland now. Oh, they just made this into Wasteland. Interesting. The frick is that? It's for holds. I'm not sure exactly how you use them or not. But I know that like when he was digging in Ruby Hold, he would get access to these and they're like individual levels of the holds. Laurencar is gone. Oh, yeah, I guess. Well, no, they're just tiny. They're just tiny. There's a lot of wasteland out here. I guess they just added a lot more wasteland, probably for performance reasons. Because performance can get a bit chuggy with this mod, so they want to probably try and limit it. Holds in the east are for Ruby Hold and Silver Forge. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, we'll just click on Chain Grasper here real quick. We'll load in as them. Where do I play? I play here. I'm playing as the nation of Chain Grasper, so this will be where we are at the start. We won't read that today. We'll read that another time. I mostly just want to click in. That way we can actually see the world and everything about it. So the mountains have been changed a bit with their entrances. It's easier to look in the trade map mode. So there's now an entrance here out into the plains. So that's one more entrance that can come in. The old entrances out to the other parts of the world are now shown by cave tunnels, which I think is much nicer and looks much nicer on the map. So you can still travel through these like normal, but there's no like connection between them. There's also a connection from this cave out into the valley. So take that as you will. Yeah. Hey, we were Canor left to left butchered alien tier. Yeah, I mean it's an overhaul, not for everybody. One complaint about Serpent Monstrous Nations, Anbennar, is that even if you demonstrate make your country the strongest power in Halan, you always keep your awful, terrible flag and clan name. That's true. Doing Chain Grasper appetizer. We're just kind of looking at things right now. Is a valley colonizable? No. No. You still can't click on it. Still can't click on it. There's also a connection from Hehodovar out into the plains now. Don't know if there's another one around here. I think it's just Hehodovar in this section. But Dirt Hole Rock. Oh, does Dirt Hole Rock no longer connects out to here? I honestly did not know that. I mean, that's nice. That's nice for me. An interesting change to be sure. But apparently Dirt Hole Rock no longer connects out. Then why can you go there? I don't know. That breaks me on mission tree? Yeah. Lots of connections over here. Regular connections connecting out into the other parts of the world. All fine there. You got your regular connections here. You still have a connection here. Still can connect into the deep woods and all that. I don't know if they've added any more other connections. I just know that they've changed over here. Abdul Kansas doesn't have to fight the Jad? No. Well, not as early, at least. Lots of connections here. Lots of connections here. All of that. Now, this tunnel, the Oakhalber tunnel. I don't know where that leads to. Yeah, I don't know where that leads to. Here, let me tag switch over. We can find out. We can find out. So if I like ask you for access, does that connect over to you somewhere? How are you getting there? Hello? How are you doing that? Is Marhold still disconnected? I would assume so. I might be wrong, though. Might be wrong about that. That's military access. Walk here and then here. No, it's still blocked. It's still blocked. Oh, we're just plugged walking through the mountains. Yeah, I don't know why we're moving weirdly. Let's just see. Will it just connect straight up into here? There's a tunnel in the deep woods to the plains. To the plains. There's a tunnel in here. Oh, that leads to here. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you can just kind of bypass having to go through the serpent spine to reach here or all the way up and around. All right, so that's a change. That is certainly a change. This cave tunnel connects there, this to there, this to there. And that obviously to there. So where does this go? Oh, that connects to the plains as well. So this tunnel connects to this plains. So it's a way to get through. So that's interesting. Where does this? Okay, and that goes to there. So there's just more ways to go from the plains into other parts of the map, which I think, you know, it makes sense. We don't have to worry about all this for now, though we will go over it. Yeah, so those are all the connections it's looking like. Where are the end trade nodes? It's looking like Anbennar is the end trade node. The end trade node. Which makes more sense than to be in the Dame's Head, to be fair. But it looks like that's where all the trade is going, because Almdir is no longer a end node. Which I'm not sure I don't know if I necessarily agree about that one. I think having Almdir as an end node is fine. Like, it's weird that there's only one end node and that it's an Anbennar, but it's not the end of the world. It won't affect me anyway. Hello, Kiers. Hope you're doing well today. So yeah, let's go over a couple other things. So let's go back to our nation here. Oh, nope, forgot to type in here. Tag H74. All right, so we have a couple of things that are definitely unique to the mod. So estates. Regular estates have been gotten rid of. You now have estates for adventurers, but you have to be non-monsters for that. And you still have your mage's estate. Otherwise, estates are based on races that you have in your country. So even if you have one minority pop, I'm pretty sure you're going to get the racial estate that you're going to have to deal with or not. Remember to turn off the trade go system? Yeah, that will definitely be turned off because that is not going to be used. I plan on adopting the primary cult for the MP. Yes, because I'm a lich, so I can't change, but I don't know what to change or what to choose. That's something I still have to think about. I'm trying really, really hard to give this mod a fair shot. I mean, I think playing through it, it'll make a lot more sense. We're checking tactics from Pete. We're not checking tactics. We're just kind of looking at it, just so people know what's up. All right, so we have first chair, so we can get the goblin first hand. So every race has their own like bonuses, kind of like how racial administration works. But I think you can choose to have different like diplomatic chairman or military chairman, and so you can kind of mix and match your racial administration. Which I'm pretty sure. So this one like gives us institution embracement cost, institution spread, the cost of yearly legitimacy and such. How good is the cool stuff? I must know. Okay, we'll get there. So you have a diplomatic chairman, a military chairman, a coin chairman, and a naval chairman. They all give different bonuses based on races. As for your racial estates, you have your He-Huin, you have your expulsion, you have more recruitment, so you can recruit more people. And if you can see here, in fact, Dwarven hate race will fight better against dwarves. Elven hate race will fight better against elves. So you actually have like bonuses that you get if you're fighting against people who use these races in their militaries. We have access to the flexible cult of the shaman estate. The flexible cult of the shaman estate? No, we will not. You also have goblin supremacy. So if you just want to use like one race, you can choose that. Green supremacy means both orcish, goblin, and half orcs get the same bonuses. Colonization focus. Their monopolies. Monopolies are actually somewhat worth it now. They give 1.3 times the production. So you actually make more money by giving the monopolies out. So these are actually somewhat good to use now. All of your buttons you need to access are up here. We don't have to worry about country production. We're not going to be using that. You can see your racial tolerances really quickly by just hovering over this. So you can see we actually tolerate Runeborn for whatever reason at 50% right now. And Kobolds at 50%. We have Orcs at 35%. And Hobgoblins are fully integrated by us as well. Manage your military. This just updates this button, which we'll go over that in a second. This is casting estate spells. This is casting ruler spells. This is artificery. Obviously. All right, so your military is not just based off the fact that you are goblins, and so you have goblin military. It also takes into account the other races within your country. So let's say I integrate this guy. Right, so I have these guys, and I can't state it up because I'm not Must own. Oh, right. You have to own all provinces in a state to make it a core. Right. That is another thing about the mod, which, I mean, I'm not too thrilled with that one, but it is what it is. You have to own full states to core them, or they have to be something with uncolonized in it. So now we can state this up because we have the full state. There we go. And then if I update this, then we have humans, dwarves, and Haramaris that are added into our racial estates. And our army composition is updated. So update that again. I'm pretty sure we have to wait for a month tick. And I think we have to give them human recruitment in order to actually get them to join our military. So if you want humans in your military, you have to give the estate human recruitment, lowers their loyalty, increases their influence, and it lets them join. Lets them join in. And then humans have innate resilience when fighting against other races. So this gives you, if you see here, you have to have at least 30% in order to get that. And it's based off of military development. So if you want to be a goblin country that uses only humans for the military, then you would take away goblin recruitment and you would just give it to humans. And then you would just do military development on humans. Because if you have military development on goblin provinces, it isn't actually going to give you any manpower. And let's say that because these are all human, but I don't want to use human in my military, then what you do is you go and you give them a certain privilege here. I gotta find it though, where it like converts the military development into other developments because you're not using them. I'm not sure where it is right now, but it will let you like turn this into a 1 base manpower and like 3 base production. You don't get to choose which one it goes to, but it will automatically over time switch over to it. Another problem with this mode being that not all mission trees can be done because they're remove base estates. Yeah, the mod developer is going through and changing the mission trees that would need to be done for. From what I found for us, we are good so far. Good so far. All right, I think that's everything there. I think so. Global dice rolls. So everyone has a 3 to their global dice rolls in combat. So there are more casualties. Battles are over faster. And you take a lot of damage. A lot of damage. I think that covered it. We can go check out the kobolds. Tag on over to A26. There you go. We check our racial administration. Probably leave debug mode. Okay, looks like these aren't... oh, there we go. We're good. Kobold recruitment. It does not look like kobolds actually have the hatred towards gnomes, which I think is probably just because it hasn't been added yet. I can leave a little note about that. So that should probably be there because kobolds and gnomes definitely should be fighting better against each other, just like goblins and dwarves. The Soul Artificer Estates? Yes, I believe the Artificer Estate is still a thing. And my mission tree should be good. Should be good. I wonder if gnomes get it for against goblins or kobolds. Wonder if that is a thing. Check the gnomes here. They're just good against monstrous races. Okay. So, I'll leave a note and ask why that is, and if there's a reason, then they'll leave it. If there's not, then they won't. What mod is this? This is a multiplayer overhaul mod for Anbennar that we'll be using in Lambert's multiplayer game coming up on the 1st of February at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Standard Time. What the army buffs? Army buffs are... What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean by army buffs? Are you talking about like for the military stuff? Kobold Master of War gives you +1 land leader siege, -1 land leader maneuver. First Claw gives you advisor cost. And army composition, it gives you more manpower recovery speed, more sailor recovery speed, more expensive cab, land and naval attrition reductions. You take 30% less fire damage. You get less yearly army professionalism, reduced morale damage taken by reserves, army drill gain modifier reductions, -1 combat penalty when landing, and -20% attrition when loaded on ships. And then You had the military chairman here, which we just clicked, which give you some more bonuses. Cobalt strong, yes. Why is all of Kenor already colonized and a bit overpowered? It's meant to make all of the nations in Eskin balanced. That way you can't do like weird things with migrating and claiming land and having terrible like super border gory stuff where you don't own full states and causing problems. Because in the mod, you have to own a full state to core it up. So unless you like start with it, then it's cored. Also, there are new trade goods. Probably should have started with that one earlier. So you have things like amber, you've got cheese, you've got lumber, you've got horses, you've got champagne, you've got bees, you've got beer. In the mountains, you've got like marble, you've got silver, you've got tin, you've got aluminum, you've got gunpowder. What else do we have? Brass is also there. Zinc is also there. And now Corntar owns all of Castaneth from the start for free. For free, yes, for free. For free, that is in fact true. Is in fact true. But other people have development elsewhere. In the game, I think we have a Marhold player, and then we're going to have a... It's in Order of the Iron Scepter? It's somewhere else over here. I don't remember who. From Wisconsin, so cheese speaks to my heart. Well, you can make cheese your heart's galore here. Looks like they left the Dame's Crown where it is. Or not Dame's Crown, Dame's Tier, which is super nice. Yeah, that is what the mod we're going to be using is like. Again, that's in not tomorrow, but the day afterwards. 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be playing as Chain Grasper and seeing if we can survive. That's really what I about coffee and ivory. It doesn't look like they've changed much over here. I don't know if this is always ivory down here or not. But you still have your two coffee provinces in this part of the world. Funny. Still not a lot of coffee. Gotta wait for the Sarhol. We got these two down here too. 3. All right, so I'm looking here at people around us. So we're gonna have a Greedy Grin player. That's Brian. Brian's gonna be right here. We're gonna be Gabo buddies. We have a Raj and Haga player. Haven't spoken to them at all yet. Hopefully we're chill, but considering proximity, probably not, unfortunately. We have Rabak Kekir. That's what Arumba's playing. We have a Shia Nation in Januxi. That's what Lambert's playing. We have a Hansai player. We have a Verkal Ozavar player. And we have a Phi-10 player. So that's everybody in like the Hales and areas around us. Sarian will also be there. And we have a Make Armor player. So there are going to be quite a few peoples around us. We will see how that goes, though. Look at the EOA screen. Here's your EOA screen. Apparently, Ibovar starts off in the EOA, as does Rubyhold. Interesting decisions there. I don't know why, but apparently they do. Oh, you're telling the reforms. No electors. Yes, the Emperor chooses the electors. The Emperor chooses the electors at the beginning. That way, if there's like players and there's a player Emperor, then you can choose the electors, and you don't have a bunch of stupid AI. That way, you can actually like have role play and stuff. Look how they massacred my board. What have they done to Laurent? Yeah, Laurent is not as strong as they used to be. All these people are independent. Players are auto electors. Oh, okay, nice. So yeah, the reforms are really strong now. We're not going to interact with this at all, but we can show it off here. This one gives diplomats +1, diplo reputation +1. All in the Empire get +1 diplomats. They get institution spread and institution growth. Imperial adventurer companies, mercenary maintenance reductions, mercenary manpower, cheaper mercenaries. Emperor gets stability cost, yearly legitimacy, monthly reform progress. All Empire provinces or members get -5% stab cost, 0.5 legitimacy, 10% monthly reform progress growth. Dove tax gives a bunch of money, like actually a bunch of money, way more than it used to. But princes and free cities get -6 yearly tax. There are also just a lot. There's a lot of these: production efficiency, construction reductions, max absolutism, province governing cost reductions, estate loyalty. Like there's a lot. There's a lot. Unify Anbennar. Unite the disparate states of Anbennar into a nation state. All power cost. But I'm pretty sure you have to go through some of these to get there. And there's like Federation and Imperial reforms. I don't know how those work. This is not something that I have a lot of experience with so far, but it is more in-depth and more interesting, probably, for the people playing in the Empire. Another thing that I know is that colonists are cheaper. They only cost 0.5 instead of 1 for upkeep. I don't know if that's only for people in the Serpent Spine, but it is cheaper. They made this hold bigger, so you can click on it easier. That's nice. It's a good change. But yeah, that is what the mod is going to look like. And again, we'll be playing as Chain Graspers and seeing what we can get up to and how long we can make it. Did they finally change Lake Fed? I'm pretty sure Lake Fed's still the exact same. Keep an eye on my reservations. That's fair. Looking forward to watching you suffer in the mountains. True. For us, in the mountains, it's not really going to change all that much. Like, there are just a couple more entrances into the mountains. Like I was talking about, like there's one here from the Deep Woods. This is no longer an entrance. But other than that, like we're in a region of the world where it's pretty similar. There's just the changes to the militaries and stuff, which I think is going to be interesting. Though I don't know how many non-Gabos we're really going to have. There are only a couple of Orcish provinces around us, and who knows if we keep the dwarves or not. Can you show your mission tree? I can, but most of our mission tree is hidden away until we become a lich. I did the wrong one. I did TI. TI H74. So right now, we have a pretty small mission tree, but it extends once we have become a lich. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to hide in the mountains for the entire game. Stay away from the scary mod. Yes, 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 yes. So it'll be good. It'll be good. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It will be near a lot of people, and it'll be exciting to see what we can do. All right. Well, I think we'll end the stream there for today. I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow, because we have like a day in between the next, well, to the start of the MP, but I guess we can still start a regular run tomorrow. I'm not sure who will play yet. Dwarf Fortress? No. Please. Let me be free. Let me be free. Tomorrow is an Overwatch day. There's no shot that the 43 people in here right now would be here to watch Overwatch tomorrow. And I do not blame you one single bit. One single bit. Is MP once a week or a day? It's just once a week. Just once a week. I can always play a nation with a short mission tree like Ordi or something. True. True. I would watch. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But I would never subject you all to Overwatch. I respect each and every person on this planet too much to randomly stream Overwatch. I would not do that to you guys. But we'll see what we do. And it'll be good. I have a YouTube channel, if you didn't know, !YouTube. There's also a VOD channel, !VOD. If you wanted to see the mods that we were using today, not this one, but the Homebrew mod and the Submonuments mod, !mods will get you to those, take you to a collection where I have them all. I have a Discord channel, !Discord. Go ahead and join there. Sometimes we do votes for which nations we're going to run next. Information about gaming can always be found. Cool community. Come hang out. Can't lie, if I see post streaming on Overwatch tomorrow, I'm on something on Twitch and YouTube. That's fair. That's fair, Smelly Shoot. That's fair. 1st February is tomorrow. I was thinking like you meant next week. That month we're in. February 1st, my time. February 1st, my time. So it's not tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. It's the day afterward. Right? I'm not crazy. Let me double, triple check here. That was it. Yes. Yes. Wednesday, February 1st at 11 a.m. for me. So not tomorrow, the day after. That might be February 2nd for you weird people that don't live in my time zone. All right? Don't be showing up tomorrow at 11 a.m. because I will not be live. I can guarantee you that. It's almost February in New Zealand. Well, you know what? Happy early February to the New Zealanders. Yeah. Happy February, New Zealanders. It's tomorrow. No. Tomorrow is a regular stream at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Multiplayer is day afterwards at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The only true time zone, obviously. Alrighty, but that is going to do it for today. I would like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.